All right, gang. Last week, having descended down to the Kirtland Channel beneath the town of Kedavik, the Seekers headed upriver through the darkness along the bank of the water. There's a little bit of difficulty associated with that, but you made it. No one died. But eventually emerged out to another open chamber, which seemed to be beneath the mine. And within that chamber, saw a group of people who did not quite look like the other miners that you had seen. Yvette and Elantra snuck forward and quickly took one of them out, which then signaled the rest of the group to move in and eliminate the remainder. One of these people down here, however, grabbed a stone drum mallet and began rhythmically striking it against the wall, which raised stone and rock from the ground to attack the group. Despite this, however, you'll dispatch them in not too long, and quickly checked over the bodies, but didn't find much of note apart from some little religious trinkets on a couple of them. And like 2 potions, I think.
Yeah, I remember finding potions too.
Elantra took to examining the mallet, which was clearly magical, and recognized it as coming from the legendary drum stone singer of dwarven make. Moving on, you took the ladder up into the mine's tunnels, finally entering the actual mine proper, and went over through the tunnel to a mechanism that was part of the lift system. You raised the lift up to the level you were at and locked it there for later, then moved further up the tunnels. Before long, however, noticed a light coming from further up the tunnel that didn't look the same as the sort of like lantern lights that were hanging to illuminate the rest of the tunnels you'd been in. Yvette and Elantra move up ahead to scout, but this time were spotted before they could get a good read on the situation. Seeing a minotaur woman in like dark brown leathers standing at the mouth of the tunnel, who turned back and shouted to whoever else was in the chamber behind her, "The Eastern Tunnel! They're over here!" And that is where I need all of you to roll initiative as the ground rumbles a little bit and a stony figure enters the tunnel behind the Minotaur woman.
Ooh.
Boom, boom. I'll actually show you what I'm talking about.
Who ended up with the mallets, and who ended up with the potions?
I don't know.
It was not me. I can tell you
Definitely
that.
not I.
Was it Hyundai?
I was going to say, did we ever actually specify? I remember the potions, and I said I didn't need one because I have plenty, but I don't know who ended up taking those potions.
I don't remember taking any notes on that. I would have taken notes if it was me, if I took that.
I can assure you it was not me that have any of those things, because I cannot carry.
Not even a
I
potion?
didn't specifically take
No! I'm actually on the limit of my lie load.
Okay, so before we do anything,
Let me check my inventory, but I don't think I have that. I would have written it down.
I have plenty. I don't mind carrying them for the group, but I don't need them.
Yeah.
I only have the potions that I had before already. Like, my light load, it's 17. I'm on 16.7.
Also, between you and Hyundai, who's the less HP? Who has less HP?
Oh, Elantra.
Okay.
For sure, it's Elantra.
Can we see that from here? No, we cannot. Oh, actually, there's a way to turn numbers on, isn't there?
I can only see numbers for myself. I thought that was just like the way.
Yeah, I
it
can only
was
see for
done.
myself too.
Oh, okay. I thought for some
Yeah,
reason-
It's Elantra for sure.
I don't want to show you each other's numbers. That's an intentional choice.
Gotcha.
I
So
can
you're-
assure you it's Elantra though.
Okay.
I probably have like double Elantra's max HP.
It's not that bad.
I'll try
But
and stop.
Elantra doesn't.
I'm gonna try and stop Elantra for being a skid mark on this tunnel. Then he's gonna get ran over by that Minotaur.
They said they are here like they know us.
We were Houston and stuff.
Cause my plan was to bullshit my way through some shit, but if they know us, it's not worth it.
I mean, if you can seduce or charm, whatever. go
No,
for it.
bullshit.
I started dancing rhythmically.
As long as it's rhythmically, you have a chance.
I'm a bird, and it's what I do. I have to do this display.
Real
What about
quick,
getting
everyone's token has the right HP values, right? Can everyone double
Yeah,
check?
I give
I
a heal
think
to
so.
everybody in the group.
I think that should be correct, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
because
Do we still have that like 1/10 HP?
No, that's like something I gotta do right before we go into shit, and I did not touch
Okay.
y'all beforehand.
Just to update,
Oh yeah.
because I had it.
okay, yeah. For some reason, Elantra's token on this page didn't have the right HP max, and I don't know why.
Does Elantra still have that temp HP?
It was like levels behind. It wasn't off by one. It was off by like 17. It was
Yep,
very
that's-
wrong.
That's half his HP. Their HP.
He did one
Yeah,
thing.
actually.
They did one thing the other day where it took away like half the HP to show how much the damage would have done to his character.
Yeah.
Your character.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
has
That
like
was
30
when
something.
Eric got bumbled by the rocks, I think.
Yeah, they have like 30 something. I have 42.
No, I think that was when I got crit.
Oh, yeah,
true.
Yeah.
I forgot about you got
You
crit
did
on
get
like an
crit,
attack of
didn't you?
opportunity or something.
Yes. After I fell on my face
Mm-hmm.
while diving off some boxes.
I'm sitting here wondering where the last initiative number is, and it's not there because I have to roll it.
Oh, Elantras?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay,
no!
last.
me.
No, still
Oh,
beats me.
no.
Still beats me.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, it's a 1-0 initiative. It's not like it matters, right?
It's plus
No,
8.
no, yeah, natural ones and natural 20s
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
actually matter.
I mean, take them off right now.
Can you crit fail or crit skills in Pathfinder?
You can in my game. I honestly
Okay.
am not 100% certain if that's rules as written or not, but
I feel like it's always been like on like a check, maybe like a certain like a jump or something. That's where it
I
matters,
think
but-
officially it is only attack rolls, but and crit fails like aren't even officially a thing. Like there's a bunch of it's sort of gotten to like the Monopoly effect where there's a bunch of sort of house rules that everyone runs with
Yeah,
for the most part.
it's like bloody.
It's funny 'cause
bloody was
as-
like in 4, and that was it.
That
Everybody
makes
just took it.
Yeah, because Bloodied was a good idea.
It really was.
It's funny you said that as soon as I was reading, it's more common a house rule than putting money on free parking in Monopoly. It literally was reading that sentence. Yeah, it's not officially supported, but it is a basically 90% house ruled.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I should just do whatever Dolph tells me to do.
I think
and
there's
make whatever he says.
There's a
tells me.
danger in making something like that officially supported because theoretically you can crit any skill check, and while you shouldn't be rolling skill checks for things that are literally impossible, you might roll it anyways. And if you
Yeah.
crit, you could be like, I jumped to the moon. You know, like,
If the crit failed, I forgot to breathe.
yeah, so there's
Up to the moon.
it
Oh, it
opens
is.
up things very greatly if you officially support critting on skill checks.
I'm sure there are some DMs out there and some people that probably really appreciate that. What do you mean I can't jump to the moon?
What do you mean?
I rolled a 20. That's a crit.
The Earth is flat. It's fine. Flat on Earth.
Well, the party does not go first.
Oh fuck!
Beats 24. Damn.
This Minotaur standing in front of you was very prepared for this. She was monitoring this tunnel, and got her eyes on you before you got your eyes on her. So she has a sword drawn, a short sword drawn, before you really even notice what's going on, and is running towards you, I bet.
Oh, wait.
They're doing a charge.
It was nice knowing you, I bet.
I was telling that I was not. I would not even be like real sad if Ivette dies because it's part of the game. I would be real sad if it didn't finish today and I couldn't play next week because I'm dead.
I would have RP'd all gores on Percy's if this was against the Minotaur.
Well, I'm gonna guess that a 9 doesn't hit your flat-footed AC.
It doesn't.
Nice.
So, all right. So as she's charging forward, sword held out in front of her, how are you going to juke out of the way of this?
I duck and she passes over me because I'm small. I'm between her legs.
All right, she's behind you then.
Yeah, it makes sense, right? It's a charge.
Yeah. So all this extra momentum, she's not expecting you to drop down even lower. So she just like stumbles over you and ends up behind you, and then spins around quickly, readies herself again for your turn, I bet.
The problem is I cannot really shoot her because it's melee.
Yep, if you take a ranged attack action in melee range, it will provoke an attack of opportunity.
Can I like 5 foot here and then shoot?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice! I'm learning. I go into that.
Are you going to take a full attack action, which will be your whole turn, but we'll give you 2 shots?
Ooh, that's
Since
a
you're
good question.
the big 6 now.
I want to do one, but it's a trip shot.
Okay.
And I forgot how I do this. Is this CM?
I think it's your CMB plus your dexterity modifier, but I'll check real quick.
Yeah, it is. For trip shots, dex. Should I change it here? Because like ability is -2 because he's doing with strength. Should I change to?
No, it's your normal CMB plus your dexterity. It's not. I don't believe it's instead of your strength.
Oh, so it's like +5 -2.
Yeah. Well, wait. Your CMB should be your base attack bonus plus your strength modifier.
Yeah, but with trip shot, it's dex, right?
Yes,
Like the thing with trip shot. So it's not -2. It's +5.
I don't know why I'm struggling to find this feat. Oh, because it's called ranged trip, that's why.
Yeah, it's range trip, yeah. I call it trip shot. Yeah, that's... To be fair, I typed trip shot on Google and it took me to range trip. You can attempt to perform a trip combat maneuver with any ranged attack and a -2 penalty. Add your dexterity modifier to your CMB in place of a strength modifier.
Okay.
So it's not -2, it's +5. In this case, because it's dex.
Okay, so then that means really you can just click the ranged button on your character sheet, and we'll subtract 2 from that.
Ooh.
Okay. That's a 27 against their CMD, which is not 27. Is much lower than 27. So you're taking out her foot completely.
Do I do the damage too?
Yes, the target also takes the damages if you had made a successful attack with that weapon.
So should I just roll the weapon and just see just the damage?
Mm-hmm.
So just the first one, right?
Yeah. And
12 damage.
Are you loaded up with normal bullets right now?
Oh no, it's the fire bullets.
Okay, so 13 damage.
Yeah, that's 1 point of damage. I still have 11 of them.
God, look at all those fucking dice. Awesome.
And tripped. I don't really know what trip does, but
being prone is extremely bad in Pathfinder.
Good job, me.
It's a full move action to stand up. Standing up provokes attacks of opportunity, and it is easier to hit you with melee weapons while you're prone.
Goals of hell! It's your turn. Kill it.
Are they considered flat-footed?
I don't believe so.
I feel like I can look up if someone else needs to go first or next.
Yeah, you're next, Zell. So.
Oh, I am next. Okay.
Yeah, it is you. There's some shit happening off screen, but they don't know that. So, this Minotaur has sprinted at you, missed completely. You like slide off to the side out of the way and just pop a shot at her foot, and she falls to the ground like a lump. Still alive, but like so disoriented and confused.
So embarrassed.
Yeah.
So embarrassed.
I keep coming back here to adjust the HP and then not doing it and forgetting why I'm on the.
I am going to. So this rubble right here. Is that anything we need to worry about?
Let's call this square difficult terrain.
Okay. I'm going to charge. So, yeah. Zell is going to charge.
All right.
Gosh. There. Difficult terrain is just half movement speed, right?
Yeah, for that one square. And charging lets you move twice your move speed, so you don't even need to count.
Yeah.
You got plenty.
Stab it! Stab it!
Okay, and you effectively have a +4 to this attack. Because of the prone condition. All right, what does this look like as you finish her off then?
Nice.
Finish charging, raise up the glaive, and just, I guess, bring it down on the back of her neck. I'm guessing she's because she charged and fell down.
We're being ruthless this adventure. Like
Clean.
actually killing people. Yeah.
Quick and clean. She stops moving. She was like reaching for the foot that's been shot and is now no longer reaching for that foot.
As soon as I see the glaive going down, I go, "Are you Tabax?" Are you Tabax? The head starts rolling. Hope it was not. That's gonna be a really awkward conversation.
I just said we didn't see her.
Tengu wielding a crossbow emerges at the other end of the tunnel. And it is Sirius's turn.
I think everything is out of my reach now, so I'm probably just gonna run forward.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, let me count the spaces real quick. He's like 5 feet too far, I think. Hang on, let me check my spell real quick. Yep, the spell is 20 feet of range. Okay, I'll use a different spell. Oh, wait, no. Actually, I can't even use it because I ran. Ignore me. So,
and for clarity, is that a double move or an actual run?
What's the difference again?
Run being twice as far, but you take a -2 to your AC.
Oh, that was the double move.
Okay.
I went 60 feet because of the difficult terrain, right? I could. Or no,
Okay.
Actually, sorry. I would be back another couple spaces.
Just one square back. Yeah.
I didn't account for the difficult terrain properly. But I think that's all I can do since I double moved, right? So.
Mm-hmm.
I already feel so much safer. It's fine.
Is a run a single move?
A run is a full round action.
Okay, so why would you do? I guess.
It lets you move 4 times your speed.
That's the difference. Gotcha.
Whereas a double move is only twice your speed.
Yeah.
It's a double move.
And there's a feat you can take that makes run go even further, and it gives you a couple of other benefits as well.
Oh wow!
Yeah, you run. I think it's 5 times your speed if you take the feat. It's not
She's
bad.
a runner. She's a track star.
Eric, as you are standing here, ready to join the fray, you hear.
We left the cleric.
You hear some rumbling from above and see a couple of little, or maybe hear a couple of little pebbles hit the ground behind you, and then a few more, and then a few more, and then.
No, stop! Just two.
Large boulders begin dropping from above onto the ground. And they form up into a creature.
Let's the fucking cleric!
Okay.
So that's that turn. Now the other rock thing is gonna go. 1, 2,
The
3,
biggest problem
4.
is that if they work the same as the other ones, I cannot do a lot of damage to it.
Hey, Yvette, thanks for moving into that specific space.
Sure.
Because that's his maximum move speed, and it gets him right next to you.
Wow. I mean, it was either that or the one under it.
This rock creature comes forward on all fours and then rears up, sort of like a gorilla does, and brings these two huge arms of boulders and stone down on you. Does a 25 hit you?
It does.
You take 16 points of bludgeoning damage
Ouchie!
as these rocks batter across you.
Wait,
game
am
and
I
now.
doing 42? My 16 is like, oh Jesus, that's a lot of damage.
Okay, and that brings us to Elantra's turn, who has now found themselves in the middle of this. Although with no one right next to them, so I guess it could be worse.
Only a corpse.
Yeah.
And when Atlanta does shit, it does so much damage that I'm fine with Atlanta being a little free.
I think we're probably just gonna go for the classic magic missile here. Okay, I don't know if this. It doesn't look like this is set up to calculate the number of missiles, but we'll just have them all do the same amount of damage for ease. So they raise a finger and speak a few words under their breath in Sylvan, which Sirius understands, I believe.
I think I do.
Not forming any sort of coherent sentence, just seem to be like terms plucked out of the ether with no relation to each other at all.
Serious understand? Yeah, it's gibberish.
And then two orbs fly out of the fingertip and veer off to or go straight, and one comes out afterwards and takes a full U-turn and flies directly behind. So two missiles aiming at the earth creature in the front and one at the one in the back. 8 damage. They automatically hit, so
Cool.
8 damage to the first one and 4 damage to the second one.
Wait, 8?
Yeah, 2 missiles, 4 damage each.
Oh,
And 1 missile to the back one.
okay. I thought they were like weak to force, and that was like because I saw 4 and then it said 8, and I whoa, that's maybe it's force damage.
Yeah, the number of missiles fired goes up as you level.
Okay.
But this, the way this spell is entered, it doesn't take that into account. It just rolls the damage for 1 missile. So I'm just having all the missiles do the same damage. And I think they're probably going to take a couple steps for safety. Which means, Eric, it's your turn. You have a fucking earth elemental in your face.
All right.
Suddenly.
Startled, I go back. I move back 4 to here. It's my 1 move. And I cast Sanctuary.
Ooh.
So if they attack me, they have to make a will save. And if they miss that will save, they what is it? Can't follow through with the attack. If they pass it, they can attack as normal.
Neat. Okay.
Doesn't trigger off AoE though, so
Right, it has to target you directly.
yes.
Don't tell the DM that.
Well,
I mean, it's the first sentence. Any opponent attempting to directly attack.
No.
yeah, it's got the save DC in there. Nice. Okay, cool.
Dope.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Well, this thing is not smart enough to recognize anything that you just did, so it's going to like recede halfway into the floor and like slide through the earth towards you.
Cool.
Yeah, I guess it has to charge, otherwise it can't get to you. So it's gonna do a charge.
Everyone have charge.
Okay, and so it has to make a will save.
Yep.
Ooh, natural 17.
God damn
So
it!
it's-
Fucking
Gonna succeed on this, and it's 21 to hit. 22 to hit, sorry.
Actually, let me. I'm pretty sure, but I'm looking at a new AC, so I should double check. Yep, I'm 17. Yep, that hits.
Okay, so this earth elemental, having like burrowed through the ground, bursts up and just like throws stone all over you in bludgeoning fashion. And it's going to thwack you for 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouchie.
Sorry, 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
no.
And I bet if you could take one more point of damage as well.
I can't.
Oh, okay. Understandable. Excellent. That brings us up to the top. That person's dead. Get off my initiative tracker. Yvette, it's your turn.
Oh.
You got an earth elemental in your face, and there's now one behind you as well.
What does it take to take a potion?
It is a move action to retrieve something from your person, something you don't already have out. And then is a standard action to drink it. At least one of those things provokes an attack of opportunity. I believe retrieving something provokes an attack of opportunity. At the very least.
Can I 5-foot step out of his range?
Sure can.
And then walk and then take a potion?
You can't 5-foot step and walk. There is a...
Sure, sounds good enough.
Yeah, there's a full round action you can do called disengage, which lets you basically 5-foot step and then walk, but it is your whole turn.
So it's the same thing.
No, 5-foot step is a free action.
But if I 5-foot step and then I walk,
Your turn's
Does it-
done.
yeah, so it's the same thing as disengage. It's just
Uh,
compact into one command.
no, if you 5-foot step, you have a move action and a standard action left, right?
I don't know, I think so. If you say
Yes,
so.
yes. Moving is normally just a move action. If you disengage, it is a full round action, which means it takes your movement and your standard action away from you.
I just want to like move to here without taking an attack of opportunity.
Okay, you
That's
can
my
do that,
plan.
but it's your whole turn.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, cool. So you disengage.
Can I like? No, there's nothing.
No, you
like,
can't do
no-
anything else.
Yeah, yeah.
You
sure,
can
sure,
talk.
Sure, sure. Okay, okay. I talk. Ah! That's what I talk.
Beautiful.
Feels so sad not shooting.
Zal, it is your turn as a dwarf clad in a hood and some like padded armor underneath it also enters the tunnel from the chamber beyond.
Does any of them have like a hammer that is the same as the hammer of the guy downstairs?
No, he seems to have a dagger drawn.
And a pretty bitchin' beard. It's like a trident.
It is a nice beard.
Wait, let me get
Okay.
closer. Oh, it is a nice beard. We should make friends with him.
I'm trying to see. I could, if I hit each one of these squares, that's a acrobatics check to avoid attack of opportunity on each one. Correct? It's one acrobatics check for each square going through.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. So really, my only two options are to attack and take a penalty. I have to look that penalty up unless you happen to remember. The target's obscured by a teammate, something like that. It's the same. Applies the same with range.
I believe it's -4 because it just counts as like cover.
Okay. Yeah. So, or risk doing 3 acrobatics checks to get behind him. And I'm thinking I'm going to do the acrobatics checks. Because why not? Actually, let me make sure I can move there.
Yeah, it's 4.
That's okay, perfect. Exactly 30 where I need to go. Is it? I guess it doesn't really matter, but is it in or out of threatened squares?
It is when you move out of.
Out of. Okay. So then,
I haven't done this a hot minute. Give me a second to check what the DC is.
It saves. It's fine.
I mean, it almost certainly does, but I still need to know what the DC is in case
No,
he
no,
doesn't
no
roll
need to.
this well next time.
It's probably like 2. If you beat a 2, you're
Oh,
fine.
here it is. It's in a table or directly below what I'm looking at. Okay, it's just their CMD. So this is going to be DC 17. Are you moving at half speed, or are you going to try and move full speed?
full speed.
Okay, so that increases the DC of the check by 10.
Okay. Which means I failed.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's try to.
Okay. So all that means really is you provoke on that first square,
Yes.
but you're able to continue moving after that. Assuming you're
Even if I
alive.
get hit? Getting hit doesn't stop my movement.
No, it does not. There's
Excellent.
you need a feat for that, I believe. Does a 30 hit you? Just curious.
Yeah.
Mamma mia.
We're all fucked.
Reaction.
Oh no. Yeah. You only stop if you're trying to move through the enemy space.
Okay.
Moving
Okay.
through threatened spaces does not. I was right. Okay.
That makes sense.
So you take thwack as you try and run around this elemental for 11 points of damage. 12
Wait.
points of damage, sorry.
There we go.
They have a little modifier if everyone's feet are on the ground, or like if you're touching stone somehow. So I have to keep remembering to add 1 to everything. That's what this is.
Well,
Are we
thank
saying-
God we were on a
okay.
cave.
I was gonna say, so they're technically always touching sand.
I mean, get creative.
If we're not on the rock,
Yeah.
are we on top of each other?
I'm assuming it doesn't have combat reflexes. Or should I roll acrobatics?
Sure, you can make. For the purposes of needing to roll more acrobatics,
Yes.
no, you do not need to roll more acrobatics.
Okay. Then I will complete my move here and do a sneak attack.
Skill it.
Right, sneak attack's legit right now.
You notice as you go to make your attack that you cannot find a weak point.
Yes, that's it.
It doesn't have eyes.
Okay.
They are immune to critical hits and flanking. So you can, you get flat-footed and actually you don't get flanking bonuses. They can be flat-footed, but you do not get sneak attacks if they are flat-footed or you're flanking.
Okay. And in that case, I'm just going to attack then. I've turned on power with power attack.
I think your Slayer thing still goes to give you the automatic target thing.
Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about that.
What is that? Is that at 2 now? Or 3 or
study target. Yes, study target. I keep fucking forgetting that. 5th, the bonuses on weapon attack, damage rolls, and skill checks increase by 1. So yes, it's at 2. So add 2 to that.
Okay. This does not hit it then.
Oh,
Okay.
As you swing your blade, expecting to find somewhere that you can make purchase, it just clinks harmlessly off the stone. Unfortunately.
This is getting real dicey.
Waiting for the extra attack or risk getting hit for the extra attack chance and
These are, you can always make knowledge checks mid combat, by the way, if you want to like get more advanced warning of things like this. You just you have to be trained in the necessary knowledge.
Advanced warning of what? Are you talking about
like weaknesses and strengths and immunities of monsters that you're fighting?
No. I mean, yeah, I was more so thinking about the fact that I risked moving so not to have the negative 4 for cover.
Oh.
Not that I was really missing out on sneak attack or anything like that. No.
Gotcha.
No.
Okay, well, the Tengu at the end of the tunnel raises their light crossbow and levels it against you, Sirius. Firing a bolt off, does a 16 hit you, perchance?
It does.
Hey!
My God!
Look at me.
I have exactly 16 AC.
Nice.
No!
Unless I use a shield spell.
Well, the bolt flies through the dimly lit cave and sticks into your shoulder for 4 points of piercing damage.
All right, then.
That's manageable.
Get 'em, boys! The Tengu yells out as they end their turn. And passing it off to you, Sirius, actually.
I accidentally updated my max HP as well, so that's fixed now.
Ah, I see.
You say it's my turn?
It sure is.
Would I be able to roll some sort of knowledge check to see if they are weak to force damage?
You certainly can. For this, it's going to need to be knowledge planes? Question mark? Yeah, knowledge planes.
Not geography
all
because
right.
it's rocks.
Mm-mm.
Elemental rock.
Ah, I see. All right, then.
They are rocks.
They You are able to identify them as earth elementals, but you don't recall much in the heat of battle at this time.
That's a nice boulder.
That's a nice boulder.
All right, I'm just gonna 5-foot step forward in front of this one, and I'm gonna. Or wait. Before I move forward, I key my
Yeah.
sword,
Okay.
and then I 5-foot step, and now I'm gonna hit him.
Do it up.
Did you have your thing prepared? The shocking grasp?
No, I didn't. I'm not trying to use shocking grasp on this one. I don't know if it'll do
Okay.
anything to a rock golem.
I'm just trying to keep track of everything.
24, you slide your blade in between a couple of the rocks, and as you pull it out, it that area like crumbles and loses some of its integrity as it takes 12 points of slashing damage.
Cool. So the damage was not reduced at all, right?
It doesn't seem to have been.
I see. All right. I think that's my turn.
Oh, it's fucking slashing.
All right.
Oh, that's the one that
Another
did.
person emerges at the other end of the tunnel.
That's the one that did the stones. It looks like a magical person.
Okay, that's that person's turn.
Delph, I didn't realize this is how you're ending your campaign. Just like killing infinite people.
Everything will be fine. Y'all will be fine.
I blame us for doing so well in the last battle.
You had to add a few extra enemies to this one.
I didn't
Yeah.
add anything.
Yeah, sure.
This is just how it's been. This guy is gonna step off to the side and like thrust off of the opposite wall, sort of. So it's gonna like it's gonna like drop into the earth, slide across, up the wall a little bit, and then shoot out to punch you, basically.
Come off the wall. That's fucking cool.
Yeah, it's using the walls like fucking ropes. Does a 16 hit you? I think we just determined it does, right?
It doesn't now. It changed. I'm a different person.
Serious.
Oh no, they died.
Wait, sorry, what?
Does a 16 hit you?
Yep.
Excellent.
Wait, hang on.
I'm hanging.
I want to look at my shield spell real quick because I
Okay.
might pop one. Where are my spells?
Shield is a standard action. So you can't use it as a reaction like you can in 5th.
Oh, is it standard in this one? Oh,
Mhm.
Never mind then. I won't be using shield.
Yeah, it would say I think it would say instantaneous, or no, it would say immediate action. That's what it would say. If you could use it as a reaction.
Never mind then.
All right, then this earth elemental comes off the wall at you like a fucking pro wrestler and slams a huge boulder into your chest for 12 points of bludgeoning damage. It's getting real.
Yeah.
We're gonna all die.
Elantra casts Fireball.
Pretty bad, Coach.
I mean, to be fair, Elantra cast Fireball on the three guys on the end of the tunnel. It could be big.
That's true. But they don't have Fireball prepared, so it doesn't matter.
God fucking damn it, suck!
Sock, you
It's the
killed us
one-
all.
It's the one thing the Wizards do!
No. There's a second thing that wizards do that they also get at this level, and they do have prepared.
So that's what he's gonna do! Go, Elantra! Please! For the love of God!
Oh, shit.
Oh, they all
1,
died.
2,
Oh
3,
shit,
4, 5,
all the
6.
enemies died.
All of you are hasted.
Ooh.
That's what the other thing that was.
That's
prepared.
the other
They-
thing wizards
yeah.
do. They haste their
Oh.
team.
Do we have a hasted condition thing?
No, it's I don't believe it's going to affect your stats really, but when you make a full round action, it gives you an extra attack to that. So even if you normally only have 1, you'll have 2 while you're hasted.
It
Could
also
you
would have
move
kept
and
me from
attack
getting
twice?
hit twice in a row.
It also it increases your speed in some way. I'll just drop the whole text here so everyone can read.
An AC and reflex saves.
It's a good
Ew.
spell.
Just enough AC
Reading.
to keep me from being hit. Cough.
I don't wanna read. I use one bonus attack.
+1 bonus to AC and reflex.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
One
+1 to
here.
attack rolls, +1 to AC and reflex saves.
One here.
It's a dodge bonus to AC, so if you already have a dodge bonus, for instance, from the dodge feat, you will not
I
get
do
your AC
have
increase.
it, so I don't get it.
Yes.
God
It does
damn
not
it!
stack, but you will get
That's
the
big.
reflex
You can
bonus
see it.
probably, and you'll get the AC or the attack bonus. Sorry.
Yeah, that
Your
bonus.
movement speed increases by 30 feet.
Oh Jesus!
Up to a maximum of twice your normal speed, which means I'm sorry, Arik, your movement speed only increases by 20 feet.
That's completely okay.
Wait, where do I put? I can just add +1.
Yeah, I don't.
I was like, where do I add my +1 on attack? I can just.
Just remember it for this fight.
Yeah.
I
It's
can
a
add it to people's
+1.
character sheets in future. Now that we have someone who will probably be hasting with regularity, but
Nope. Fireball from
Oh.
now on.
oh my god, and they pop as well.
Wait, what? They pop? What? Who pops?
Ooh, okay. This is great. You don't see anything, so you could basically. Well, actually, maybe you do. So they pull out a bit of root of some plant, and they begin like drawing runes with it in the air, and it leaves behind a little like glowy residence. You can sort of see the rune that they're drawing with this root, and they speak a word and like press outward. The rune expands out, flying this like energy, this like green energy towards each of you, and then the energy flies. Like a bit of the energy also collects and flies back into them, and they didn't expend this spell slot.
Damn.
Oh. Nice.
That's nice. However they built that, that's awesome.
That's a nat 100 on the table. That's what you get with that one.
Oh,
Free
Oh,
spell.
nice.
damn.
The chances is 1 in 100.
It's
I don't
true.
want to see one. Oh god,
I'm good at math.
100 is awesome. I can't imagine what one's gonna be.
So you all fill yourselves with renewed energy and a speed that you have not known in your body before. Arik, it is your turn to act with this extra ability.
I feel so good. I just want to spread the feel good energy to everybody. So I'm going to channel my last. I don't know. I said I'm at 1 out of 3, so I guess I used it twice throughout this campaign. So
I believe you only used it once.
Yeah,
Okay.
I remember only once too.
I
Okay.
think
And
it counts
I
up in roll 20, not down.
So this monster will, I think, get hit with the good feel, the positive energy, but I don't think anything else got hit for hurty damage. So I think
so only undead are affected negatively. Which but so they are.
do I heal the baddies when I irradiate good, like the life energy? Though is what I'm trying to say. Does that affect enemy targets as well? I couldn't really.
That's a great question. Yes, you do.
Okay. I'd rather
It is.
the whole.
Yeah, it is all creatures.
I'll heal the whole party.
Yeah, we didn't really hit
Possibly.
them.
This is interesting, though. It's all living creatures. You could make an argument that elementals are. They
that's
don't
completely
have
on
the
you.
construct tag, so I'm going to say that they are living for the purposes of this.
Okay, that's fine.
And
That's what it's worth.
bookkeeping note. Over the past week, I added a spell-like ability for your channel. So it like casts like a spell if you click it now. It'll like do the rolls for it and stuff.
Oh shit! Where is that?
So it's on the spells tab at the bottom. It should be.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And also, just a note. It said on my sanctuary that as long as I do a non-attack spell or otherwise act, I don't break the sanctuary spell.
Oh,
So-
perfect. Okay.
I'm still under that. I'm just casting a non-attack spell.
Oh,
so
and
it's
I'm-
a non-attack that I'm healing the enemy.
I'm realizing where you were seeing the 1 out of 3. That's counting up, not down.
Oh,
So that's the number of times you've used it, and 3 is your max. So you
Okay,
used
cool.
it once to heal a bunch of people last time. So
Yeah.
this will be usage number 2. So yeah, you can just click that.
So-
Will save not applicable here, but everyone in this burst will heal 12.
What was that? It broke up for me.
Everyone within 30 feet of Eric heals 12 HP.
includes
Yeah, you're
savings.
slightly cutting from time
Hey.
to time, Dolph, but it's not like ugly cutting, but it is cutting a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, I assumed it was just my bad connection. Yes,
Nah.
I'm hearing it. Too.
Nah.
I'm hearing too.
We heal for 12?
Okay.
Yep, everybody
12
else-
HP, yes.
Okay.
Hey, it's like I never fucked up.
But you see some renewal come to the earth elementals as well.
Had we damaged this earth elemental closest to?
Yes, you had.
Okay.
Had being the operative term.
I actually think we did exactly 12 damage to it.
No. The one between Eric and Zael had taken a single magic missile for
Okay.
4 damage. The other one, this healing just undid the last attack that was dealt to it. But it still hurt.
It's fine. We traded like. Yeah. I'm not gonna do the math, but I think it's worth it as fuck.
Okay. Yeah, and I mean, if you're talking about doing math, you definitely healed more on your team than you did on the enemy team. So
Yeah.
You still have movement if you would like, Eric.
I think I'm probably going to move here now that I've casted. I don't want to. I think that the 5-foot step here will be fine. And I kind of still want to be able to be hit by it because I want that will save. So that's my turn.
Okay. Well, it's gonna try and hit you.
Okay.
It has identified its enemy, and its 4 intelligence is not enough to recognize that you just healed it. So, wow, it rolled another 17 on the will save.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
very
that
sorry.
beats it again. Definitely beats it.
But that's a big ol' nat 1 on the attack roll.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it goes to just like straight up punch this big like stone fist at you, and you're able to move your head to the side, and its fist like melds with the wall behind you, and it is momentarily stuck there.
Okay.
I'm gonna say its AC is dropped by 2 for this round. Did you just delete yourself? What happened, my guy?
I don't. I hit backspace and then to like try and -1.
Okay. Can you Control Z for me real quick?
I'm hitting it. Ah!
Oh,
Back.
Okay, put yourself back.
Divine intervention. Okay.
Okay, I just had to
I'll,
re-add
I'll
you.
I'll be more careful about the backspace.
I'm
love
actually-
the
I didn't-
Ctrl-Z.
-1 properly.
The Ctrl-Z go da 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 da.
I didn't think backspace did it. I thought you had to use delete, but who knows?
Yeah. Well, either I have really fat fingers or I hit backspace.
Okay, we're up to the top at Yvette. You are, let's remember, hasted. So
Okay.
what are you going to do with your newfound speed?
I guess I'm gonna just unload on the rock that is close to me.
Okay. Full attack action will let you make 3 attacks.
Do I get sneaky shit because it's like fighting with something else?
No.
I tried.
They are, I mean, if you recall back to Zell's first attack on this one, they are immune to
Oh
precision
yeah, they
damage,
immune to shit.
and
Yeah.
they cannot be flanked, so.
Okay. I'm just gonna unload 3 shots on this one. The guy on Eric's face. Is
Okay, that's going to be a hit, a miss, and then give me one more
one more.
attack, and we'll just look at the first attack that he drops. And a hit. Okay, 2 hits.
2 hits.
All right, so this is the first time you've unloaded this many rounds. What does it look like when you're firing this quickly? Is it just like full cowboy movie? You know, like you're just like using one hand to pull the hammer back really fast?
I don't think that could ever be this cool. I think he's holding the gun with like both of his hands, and the second one that misses, it's because of the recoil.
Oh, okay.
Because done just kind of throws him off a little bit. So yeah, I think it's very like despaired, like chaotic, just shooting the thing that is close to it. It's not like trying to really look cool at all. So like, what happens.
Well, in your panic, you pop off these 3 shots and are dealing 25 points of damage.
Mamma mia.
Does that count the 2 fire damage?
That's including the fire damage.
Okay. I shot 4. It might be the first time I need to reload in a fight.
Nice.
Yeah, maybe. Your capacity is 6? Yeah, you've unloaded
6.
4, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah, only 4. That's right, because you just moved last round.
I should like write it down here. Yeah. Oh my.
You probably should write it down.
Yeah.
So suddenly this elemental who had just been like partially healed is like ripped apart with these little these 2 little fiery bursts that pop along its surface. And it's bloodied. If it had blood, it would be bloodied.
I had blood.
He's graveled.
Gravel.
Yes, the big boulders are reduced in size to little tiny gravel floating amongst its mass. Okay, that's your turn, Yvette. Unless you want to take a 5-foot
Yeah.
step, that's the only other thing you can do. Otherwise, it's my turn. 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, good. It's not here. Can I roll stealth?
No. There's nowhere to hide. You're in a tube, my guy.
I can't hide behind a Elantra. I don't know. I'm small.
The dwarf with knife out just comes sprinting at you, Sirius.
I bet he does.
Oh my god. I should stop charging. A 9 is not going to do do enough, so
Actually, no, it's not. I just want to give you hope.
I just wanted to give you hope.
Unbelievable. So as he runs up and goes to stab, you're able to like hop just like a foot to the side, and he whiffs completely. Zael, that brings us to you, and then Sirius, there's an enemy, and then you're up after that.
Okay.
So the Earth Elemental in front of you, Zael, is looking rough. More so than a pile of rocks normally does.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to full round attack, which would give me 3. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. How do I do that though?
Just click your attack twice. It'll do the first 2
Okay.
automatically, and then we'll just look at the first attack of the second one. Because the bonus attack from haste uses your full attack bonus.
I guess you should have waited, but oops. Oh, the last one would have been crit. But that's not the one that goes.
Correct. So all these have a +2, correct?
All these have a +2, yes. Add to both the attack and damage.
Okay, that's 3 hits.
Oh.
You dismantle what is left of this thing. Yeah, it is no more after the first 2 hits, even. But so by the time you're done, what was sort of semi-humanoid conglomeration of rocks, reduced basically to half of its structure by Yvette, reduced the rest of the way to rubble by you. Boom, boom, boom. 1 down. Arcane Mark.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Now I can. What were we
Yeah.
saying?
Can now.
Okay.
No.
What was the last thing you heard?
Can you still hear me?
Before that.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember exactly.
Oh my goodness.
I'm in panic.
If you were saying something important, we didn't hear any of it.
Yeah, that's true. Because it was so important, we will probably.
Did you hear me? Oh my goodness. I'm dropping shit all over the floor.
You're dropping shit all over the floor. I heard that.
Yeah. Internet's having trubs. Sit tight, team.
I guess we win by default. All the enemies are dead. That's how it works. We win by default.
This is new and exciting. It's not like my internet's not like fully dropping, but it just keeps going to like 0 for a second and then coming back.
It's weird.
I'm watching my
Well, that's fun.
I'm watching my KBS on OBS drop literally to like 100 and then come back up to 6K.
That is bizarre.
So let's give it a minute and see if it stabilizes a bit. It's not like storming or anything. I don't know what's going on. All my internet lights are the right color. Sorry about this, gang. Minor technical difficulties. Bro. Okay, let's soldier on, I guess.
Seem good now, at least.
Okay, so it is this fella's turn. He's gonna level his crossbow at actually, I think he's gonna step forward and level his crossbow at Elantra. Because that's probably the best shot he's got. Boom. I believe a 19, I believe, will hit. It sure does.
Sure about that.
I am sure. AC
Damn
on
it.
Elantra sheet is 18 right now, so. Boom, boom, boom.
I'm gonna pee real fast. I've been holding it for forever
Go
right now.
pee.
Sorry.
The crossbow bolt whizzes like right in between but in between you and the elemental Sirius and flies past, striking Elantra in the thigh. And I'm just checking. Haste does not require concentration, so nothing happens with your hastes. No checks required. And they're going to take a brutal 2 points of piercing damage. They're taking 2 points of piercing damage. And that is me. The Tengu's turn. Which means it's your turn, Sirius. They're getting kind of close to you, bud.
They are. Is the one that's we'll say south of me? Is that one like a stone golem as well, or is it something else?
Yeah. That's an earth elemental, just like the one that was back with Zal and Eric.
Okay, so I'm surrounded by earth elementals, basically.
No, I mean you got a dwarf and an earth elemental.
Oh, right, he's a dwarf.
Yeah.
Ooh, but
It's a
if
dwarf! I'm back.
Casting defensively.
Yes.
That means I don't provoke anything, right?
Correct. You do not provoke, but you have to make a concentration check, and if you fail, you lose the spell, I believe is how it works.
Okay, how do I make a concentration check? A d20 plus.
If you go to your spells page, there should be a concentration button on the left side next to where it shows like how many spells you get per day and stuff. Near the top.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm going to try to defensively cast Shocking Grasp.
Okay, Shocking Grasp is not a 5th level spell. So the DC is 15 plus double the spell level. So it's the DC is less than 25. basically. So you're good. You're able to get the spell off defensively without provoking from anyone. Great news. That would have been very bad if you got hit twice.
Stop. I love you. Sammy ran in and just started saying, "Bark, bark, bark, bark."
Oh my God, Gabata! It's Gabata! She's cashing the money in the bank, Mo!
Okay, I would like to hit the dwarf.
Okay.
Is the dwarf wearing metal?
No, I'm sorry. He's wearing padded armor.
Not even like a
Okay, oh well.
tooth? I don't know. Maybe he has braces.
Maybe he has braces. Unfortunately, he does not.
That's a 17 with the haste, though. So
That's true. It is enough to hit.
Nice!
So that's 9 damage from your sword, and then if you could roll me that shock and grasp damage, that. Oh my
Jesus.
goodness!
there you go.
So that's 30 points of damage. He's gone. I think what I'm seeing is like you hit him center of mass with your blade, and then this lightning courses through him, and he just sort of like pops in all different like body parts, just going radially outward. Everything sprays just like in a perfect plane, so you're left completely clean, and there's just like parts on the floor in a line in front of you.
Wait, so why does it say 21 and 31?
The second one is in case that it crit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's just
Gotcha.
31.
That
Just
makes
31.
sense.
Just read the 31.
I actually figured out yesterday how to make it not roll the crit when it's just a damage thingy. So we might do that in future so that we don't have to see two numbers and be taunted with a really big one that we don't get to use.
What you doing, cat?
That's a little sad. Either way, get fucked, dwarf. Get out of my life.
Regina's going stupid. Wait. Nah, she's fine.
Okay, the woman at the end of the tunnel, the most recent entrant into this fight, is just going to simply raise a finger. Enough of this.
It's the
And-
middle one.
And a black and purple ray flies out from the tip of her finger towards you, Sirius.
No. No.
Yes,
No, no.
actually. I think you'll find yes.
I don't believe so.
No, I don't think you did. No, I don't think they did.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
That's 18.
What if I choose not to believe?
Does a 20 hit you? I think it does.
It does. It does. My AC is shit until I get better armor at level 7 or something like that.
Okay, I need a fortitude save from you.
Sure.
Okay. You succeed. So as this ray hits you, it's like all of your energy was sapped in a moment. You feel yourself on the brink of like completely collapsing and just like completely out of breath, but you're able to muster some up and you are fatigued.
Shit.
Still bad, but you're not
It
exhausted,
could be
which is
fucking You could be running the other way around like Aaron did last time.
Yeah, but at least Aaron was gonna live from that.
That was a funny one.
Okay. Elantra was trying to identify the spell, but was not able to.
Oh.
So you got hit by something. You're fatigued for 3 minutes.
Jesus, that's like
I
3
am.
days.
That's 30 rounds, baby.
That's like 3
Wait, that's,
days.
that's how long Sirius is fatigued for.
Yeah.
I'm still fatigued.
So
by
after this fight, basically, I won't be fatigued anymore. if I
Unless you
live.
get into a fight right after it, yeah.
Fuck.
And yeah, Eric, you're still fatigued, unfortunately.
Okay, just gotta make sure.
You're fatigued through natural causes, which means you have to like actually rest in order to stop being fatigued.
Or drink some Hollis brew.
Yep, or drug up.
Get fucked up.
It's only a will save to not get crippling addicted.
It's gonna be a pass from me, dog.
Okay.
Fuck.
There should be if you haven't done it already, there should be a fatigued condition that you can put on yourself in your character sheet. That'll apply all the necessary debuffs to you, Sirius.
I found it. I
Excellent.
hate it.
Because this earth elemental is going to spread its arms wide and try and bring them together concussively upon your midsection.
I'd really rather he didn't.
Oh my god. Oh, that's a nat 1.
Nice.
Yes.
How do you get out of the way of this? What does it look like? It's like slamming its arms in from either side of you, and it's trying to like smash you in the middle. So what are you doing to not get smashed?
Can I just like drop into a? They're pretty big, right?
I mean it's roughly person sized. It's a little bigger than you probably.
Okay,
It's
so, like,
mechanically medium though.
I can quickly like drop into a crouch below its arms as they clap together and then stand back up, or straighten back up.
Yeah, so you drop, and these two like giant stone hands come smashing together, and one of them like cracks and breaks partially as these two rocks collide, making a huge loud cracking noise. And this guy's going to deal 2 damage to himself.
He's dead. Who would have thought?
Very much not dead, but not doing a bunch of damage to Sirius. So, it is Elantra's turn now. Let's see. What resources do we want to spend for Elantra next? I think they're just going to take out their crossbow. Since they've got a bit of a safe position back here, it seems. And fire on the earth elemental up here.
Elantra has a crossbow. I forget that.
Yeah. And a big miss. So the bolt just like bounces off of the rocky shoulder of this thing. Oh well.
Your Elantra's so good. It's kind of funny.
Eric, Bringing up the rear. You're
Ah.
the thing in front of you has been cleared up at least. So
Nice. Yes, I'm very happy that that's there. So I'm going to move my 20 feet.
you still have your sanctuary up, right? That lasts for a while.
Yeah, but I'm not going to use it anymore.
Wait, you do
Okay.
have 40, right? Because you hasted?
Yes, you are still hasted. Your movement speed is 40.
Okay, I can. Probably. Oh, I guess I'll move up right up here. Actually, no, I'm probably beefier, so I should probably stay here.
Hit it with the holy
I'm going
heads of
to
justice.
issue a murderous command to this
Ooh.
earthquake in front of me. Has to make a will save to negate it. Otherwise, that Tengu is probably a little bit more tastier, that elemental, than this Tengu. If you say 17, I'm going to cry.
It's not a natural 17, but it is a 17 total.
God bless.
How is the fucking rock so wisdom?
He only has a +4 to will. It's just he's rolled 2 17s and a 13.
Yeah. It'd be that bad.
On average, on average he passes the save by 1. So it's just unlucky.
The rock has a better will save than me.
Well, I think that says more about you than about the rook.
It does. It really does.
Well, that's unfortunate.
It'd be that way. It's one of those ones that's really good when it works.
Yeah. The classic save or suck
Yeah.
sort of thing. So they're all
If it had worked, it
all in
would've
on
been
that
great.
saving throw. Okay. Unfortunately, that didn't work, but we have Yvette coming up now, and then Zell on deck after that.
Hey, it's me.
So Sirius just got hit with a weird ray thing. But apart from that, there's only 3 living foes in this tube right now.
I'm going to. Yeah, this is a. I got to move here, and I'm gonna shoot the crossbow dude.
Okay.
Because I kind of want to start taking off, leaving things that are not rocks. And I remember that I didn't do a lot of damage at the rocks and down on the river thing. So, how many shots do I get if I'm hasted and I walked?
1. You only get extra attacks if you make a full attack action, and you cannot make a full attack action and move. It is a basically you have to be standing still or take a 5-foot step and go at it. So,
So just one.
yeah, just 1.
No sneaky shit, right?
No sneaky shit. You're gonna take a -2 on this attack roll, but you're targeting touch AC, so it probably won't matter.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, doesn't matter. 24 easily connects as another blast rings through this tunnel, echoing about the smooth walls. The sound of this gunshot rings in everyone's ears for far longer than you're used to. This bullet rips through the feathers of. Rare that we have 2 Tengus in the same fight, but of the foe Tengu for 13 points of damage. And he's looking
14.
fucked. Oh, sorry, 14, and he's looking fucked up.
Oh my god, I might actually have to reload. That's kind of exciting.
Is there an active reload mechanic?
Unfortunately, no.
You gotta roll the dice at the right time.
I'm going to
Speaking
yell
of,
for exactly
Zal,
1
it is your turn.
I think I'm going to charge.
Mm.
Yes. I can stand on corpses, can I not?
Yep.
Going to charge to where the Minotaur lay and attack the rock person with a -4.
Okay.
-2 with the +2.
Right.
Does a 20 hit?
Absolutely at 20 hits.
So then that would be +2 to the damage. 19. Well, assuming there's no damage reduction, but I think we said slashing was good.
Yeah, so far in y'all's experience with these things, slashing has been working just fine.
Oh.
Actually, none of you have noticed any sort of reduction in damage apart from the fact that you can't seem to crit them or precision damage them in any
Oh,
way.
so they're not the same as the last ones?
I don't know what you're referring to when you say last ones, but
The last ones with the hammer that the hammer did.
no. Those were
Okay.
literal rocks being animated through external magic. These are earth elementals.
Okay. I didn't shoot the rock
subtle
because
but
I
magical
thought it would not do
difference.
damage.
In this one, you're targeting a creature. In the other case, you were targeting just a bunch of rocks. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's 19 damage, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Charging forth, you crash your glaive through the side of this, like, this rock creature that's in this, like, ape form, reducing it in mass considerably. Like, you just take, like, a big hunk of stone out of its midsection, and it's looking bad. But it's still up. As is the Tengu who just got shot and whose turn it is. Tengu looks up in sort of horror, and then looks down at its gunshot wound, then looks back at the woman behind him in the tunnel, and reaches for his pack, pulls out a bottle, and downs it.
There's a shot of vodka.
The Tengu then disappears.
Oh no! Oh, we have one of those. I just realized.
You get
One of
backspace, though.
those.
Yeah, we have one. Not one of Tango's. No, I did one of the vanishing things. It was not racist. I just remind that we got one of a vanishing potion.
I
So we're-
legitimately thought when you said disappears, like he just fleed, not just vanished.
Oh no, he literally like disapparates in front of your eyes.
How much dirt is on the ground?
A fair amount.
Does it make foots when he walks?
You haven't seen any.
Do I haven't seen any because it's not my turn and I need to roll to look for?
When your turn comes up, you can roll to look more closely, but so far you have not seen any. Sirius, that does bring us up to you, however. So this Tengu disappears, the one who'd been harrying you for a while. And the elemental right in front of you, or I guess off to your side since you were just looking at the dwarf that you destroyed, is in bad shape. Oh, and you did just get shot by a ray from this woman at the end of the tunnel, so she's there too.
I got shot by her. But this one here is the one, like, I actually just dodged its arms, I think, right?
Yes.
love seeing the arrows doing the maths.
Aw. So I can't cast a spell while walking, right? I have to do it at the start, I believe you said, or at the end.
Correct.
Actually, that's fine. Ooh, I might take a hit for this, but I want to 5, 10. I want to move to here. So I
Okay.
might take a hit, but
Yeah, as you move away from the elemental, it's going to take another swing at you. For sure.
yeah.
24 is going to hit, I believe.
Yep.
Ooh. And this time, it clobbers you, like, right square in the spine for 18 damage.
Ouch. All right.
So you're left with, like, a shot of pain that runs all the way up your body as you run down this tunnel. And what are you casting?
Sorry, I was updating my HP. That hurt a lot more than I was hoping. But that did not put up any sort of description, did it?
No, it did not.
So basically, I get to try and my sword becomes essentially a whip, and I get to do a trip combat maneuver against a creature within 20 feet with a +10 bonus to my roll.
Ooh.
You guys are so cool. I just shoot shit.
Wow, okay.
So I
Plus
want to
10,
try and
that's
trip this-
unreal.
You guys will see. In 15 levels, when I get my third arm, you guys will see.
Third arm.
Yeah, it's in the plan.
I just roll CMB and then add 10 to that, right?
Yeah, you're trying to hit a 15, so good luck. It's I guess don't roll a 1.
Well, I didn't roll a
27,
one.
I think that does it, bud.
It was close though. Oh wait, I'm looking at the 17. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean it's 17
Yeah,
plus
17
10.
plus
So.
10.
Yeah. I wasn't thinking about the.
The lowest I can roll is a 16. Which would be a 1, but I didn't roll a 1. So get tripped,
Yeah,
I guess.
nice. Wow. Okay, so you're targeting
My sword,
you're targeting her, right?
yeah, the one who shot me with the ray.
Okay.
Personal.
So,
As you do this, as you get this this whip off and trip her. Ba-ba-bum, ba-bum-bum. She does go prone. No surprises there. You gotta be fucking kidding me. As you do this, nothing happens out of the ordinary, except the Tengu reappears next to you.
help!
Having not moved anywhere yet,
Help!
and also having missed his dagger into your that was destined for your side. I think it gets tangled up in like a bit of your clothing or something instead of reaching your flesh. And with his blade like now stuck in your clothes, he just looks up at you and then down at the blade and then back up to you.
I found him, guys! I found him!
and-
Help!
All the what color you can see in his feathered face seems to drain as he realizes that his risk has not paid off.
It was at that moment when he knew he fucked up.
He fucked up.
Yeah. I was like, it's too good. He's still standing right there. He'll get sneak attack and everything. It'll be huge if he hits this. And he just rolls like a fucking 3. God damn it. It's my luck. It's just my luck.
Sirius gets to live. It's wonderful.
Yeah, that's boring though. Well, so your blade elongates out and trips this woman up in front of you. It's her turn next though, so she's going to stand up immediately.
I see. But does that use a lot of her turn?
It uses her move action, which is effectively half of her turn.
Ah,
If someone had been next to her, then it would have provoked an attack of opportunity as well.
this could have been better.
But she's going to simply turn and run out of the tunnel.
My hell's arrow is still going forward.
That is her whole turn. That brings us to the Earth Elemental that's still kicking over here. Oops. Oh my god. Stop zooming out. Okay, I think it's just gonna spin around and hit Eric, who's no longer under Sanctuary, correct?
Mm-hmm. No longer under.
Oh, this motherfucker cannot stop rolling nat ones.
Does that provoke?
No, it's just a melee attack that he's going for.
I mean, can use all his good
Okay,
rolls
yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah.
saves.
But he is going to. He just like spins around, bringing a rocky arm towards Eric's head, but it misjudges and the misses. It just fully flies over your head by like 2 inches and slams into the wall on the side. And it's just gonna lose its move action. And that's gonna be the end of its turn. Elantra. They already got a crossbar. I think they're just gonna keep going since things seem to be clearing up a little bit here. Although actually, they're gonna fire at the Tengu, I think. So 1 step up, and then a huge whiff on the crossbow shot. As another bolt just flies harmlessly past this Elantra's target. But that does make it your turn, Eric. And then we're back up to the top with Ivet after that.
Okay. This is kind of a Hail Mary. Why not? I'm going to right here. Wait, no. What's 10? I gotta make sure I'm not doing this. That will affect other. There's a way I could. Well, there's a way I could do it here. So I'm gonna do a. Wait, no, that gets me. I'm trying to do. Sound burst. Oh, I'm gonna roll it. But it's. I'm trying to make a 10 radius bit that'll only get this guy. I can do it.
Oh, okay, yeah, you could target it just past him.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
You are going to get attack of opportunity for casting a spell right next to this guy, though.
Actually, you know what? Never mind. Actually, that's a good point. I'm going to just swing at him.
You can cast defensively if you still want to do the spell, but there's a chance you'll lose it if you fail the concentration check.
No, I like the Warhammer more. It's getting Warhammer.
Okay.
I miss.
Oh, that's upsetting.
I'll lose a spell.
So your Warhammer bounces off of the stone of this creature. And we move to Ivet,
Okay.
who has 1 bullet left in the chamber, I think.
Yup. How far is the lady that ran?
As she ran out of the tunnel, she descended downward. So you can no longer see her.
Damn it.
But mechanically, you know she spent her move action standing up. So she can't be that far away.
Oh, true. And also, I feel like if that would many more people, they would have just come here. Fuck it, I gotta go to gotta run into the lady's direction where she ran. Because I have 60 feet of movement because of the haste.
Okay.
Ooh, didn't even think about the haste.
Yeah, I gotta just run at it.
You're going to provoke as you run run through the threatened area of the elemental?
But didn't the elemental use the attack of opportunity on Eric already?
Did not
No,
use the
he
spell.
changed his plans.
Yeah, I'm not taking a hit from that boy.
You'll survive. It'll be fine.
Well, I don't-
Has it been his
not too
turn? Could the 18 he hit me with not count?
Wait, what?
The one that he threw at you, Sirius, was before his turn. His turn just happened. So he
Okay,
gets his
never mind.
AOO back.
Yeah, he was
Fuck
whiffing
it, I'm
at me.
doing anyway.
You can it'll slow you down a little bit, or the check will be very hard. But you can roll acrobatics to try and avoid provoking as you run through the space.
I
It
want
would-
to do that.
Okay,
Sounds fun.
It's gonna require 3 acrobatics checks. Those 3 spaces will be at half speed unless you want to make the DC 10 higher than it would otherwise be.
Yeah, half speed,
Okay.
I guess. One more?
Wait.
I
You
I
failed the
did
first one, buddy.
Okay.
So you still get to make your full movement, but you're going to take that attack of opportunity as you leave this first threatened space. 28 to hit.
It does hit. It does. It does hit.
As you run, you just catch an outstretched string of stone to the stomach for 14 points of bludgeoning damage. Right to the gut.
Do I keep running though?
Yes, you keep running.
Do I get to the end of the tunnel?
What was your? I mean, you can move to the end of the tunnel if.
Yeah, my plan
And-
was just trying to find the woman that ran.
Yeah, move your token.
Okay.
Okay, how much movement do you have left?
I had 60, but the math of the one of the half speed of the thing.
Were you right behind Elantra?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, then 60 feet gets you exactly to the end of the tunnel
Oh, nice.
with the one space of half speed that you took. So you reach the end of the tunnel. That's just your move action, so I'll show you what you see, and then you can decide what to do after that.
I was Naruto running though.
Only Yvette sees this. There is a ramp descending down into this large chamber.
Oh my god, it's a nether portal
I don't know what you just
What?
said.
from Minecraft. It's a nether portal.
Nether
Oh,
portal.
nether
Okay.
portal.
Yeah, it's a nether portal.
I see. So you see, as this ramp descends down, there's wooden planks as sort of makeshift flooring on this otherwise irregular stone, natural cavern that's in here. It's like I said, it's well lit. There's some of these lifts that you have seen before that are about the area, and there is sort of at the end of the other end, you see this shallow metal tub with like a purple reflective mass in it. The northmost wall is walled off with some kind of brick.
Wait, this one on top of it. This one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you do see the woman from the tunnel running down this ramp, like periodically checking behind her to see if she's being followed, and she catches your eye as you come to the top.
I go, hey, are you by any chance? What's the name of the girl that I needed to find?
Tabitha?
Tabitha. Yeah, are you by any chance Tabitha? And I'm gonna shoot it.
You're gonna ask her a question and then shoot her?
Yes.
Incredible.
Well, he didn't. Well, now he didn't shoot first, ask questions later. He just didn't wait for the response.
I'm learning.
True.
Do I don't get sneaky shit because she's running from me, right?
No, you don't get any sort of sneak attacks.
Okay.
Try to sneaky yell.
You also yelled at her.
Also true. Okay, so this is going to be 16 to hit against their touch AC. Easily connects for 17 points of damage.
Hey, I'm gonna reload for the first time next round.
So you shout this question at her. Are you Tabitha? She turns with this confused look on her face, and then the bullet or the shot rings out and the bullet strikes her in the shoulder as she's like rotating around, and it just forces her to continue rotating, and it does her a full 360, and she continues to run, but now having or now like completely clutching her shoulder. Her one arm is like drooping down, almost completely limp, and the other is sort of clutching it as she continues to try and run away. She's in very bad shape. Very, very bad. But let's go back to the tunnel. Because it's El's turn.
Okay.
You got an Earth Elemental and a Tengu left.
I guess I'm just going to attack the Earth Elemental. And last we saw it, it was doing pretty bad, right? I guess not
Yes.
last thought. As El looks at it.
Yes, as you examine it, its form now, it is in a not good shape. Stone's crumbling. It's like struggling to hold its form together.
Okay, I'm going to do a single attack. Or
Okay.
like, actually, we said before with the full round action, you can make your first and then choose to do the second, right? Do I have to commit to a full round action, or can I just say I'm attacking, and then if I wanted to attack again, I'm turning it into a full round?
Typically you commit to the full round action, and then you can choose targets as you go. So like if the first one dies, you can move on to the second person. But
okay, in that case, we'll be doing a single attack.
Okay.
Where did my character sheet go? Oh, I closed it to look at the new area. Okay. Oh, I should have moved first. -2 to this.
Oh, because you've the cover thing.
So 19.
You still hit.
So 15 damage.
It had 13 HP, so with this strike, it crumples down. It begins to reform a little bit, and then the stones release into a pile, just sort of rolling away.
Okay, and then let's see. I guess I will move here. Actually,
Okay.
I'm sorry. Wait, does haste give us extra speed? It does, doesn't it?
It does. It doubles your speed.
Ooh, okay. Hold on. Oh, it doubles it. Okay, yeah, I can easily. So I'm going to try to. Let's do it. And try to move through the bird person's start range. Just trying to think the best way to do this. Guess it really doesn't matter. So then, how do I keep losing my skill?
It. Oh, actually, he does have combat reflexes. Carry on.
I've already carried on.
I was gonna say he already used his. That's a pass, by the way. It already used its
Oh, it does pass?
attack of opportunity. Yeah, you're moving. Are you moving half speed or full speed?
I'm moving full speed. I didn't think about it, so I'm moving full speed. So add
Oh,
the.
then you fail. He's gonna hit
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
the first
can I-
attack of opportunity was
well,
to
I'm
stab
gonna
on
let it
him.
hit. I'm gonna let it hit. I didn't
Serious.
think about it. I didn't measure it out, so. Okay.
Okay, he wrenches his dagger from Sirius's clothing and then jabs it at you, but it wasn't fully out of the clothes yet, and so he's not able to fully complete the thrust, and he whiffs horribly. Continue with your day.
Okay. Do I roll again?
You have combat reflexes off the top of your head. Is it based on your dexterity? The number of extra
Yes,
attacks? it
Dex
is?
mod. Yep.
He can go again then, so yeah.
Okay. Okay, that time I feel a little bit better about it.
That's a success.
Okay. And then finally, let me before I roll this, I was here. I'm going half speed now.
Okay.
Because there's no reason for me not to. Didn't
32. Okay.
The fucking Christ.
Yeah, his combat maneuver defense is 17. If you go half speed, you can't fail.
Okay. And that is my turn.
Okay. Well, his turn's coming up. And I think he's going to, now that he's, fully surrounded, his little vanishing act didn't pay off. I think he's going to really swing for the fences here. He's going to run and try and dive tackle Yvette.
Bitch.
Which means this little 6 HP boy is about to provoke 2 attacks of opportunity. Sirius, do you want to give me yours first?
You guys just need to hit it once.
That is a 20 with haste.
Yeah, he's done for. His head darts around a bit as he's weighing his options. And with one last look at this woman that's trying to run down the ramp, he makes this move towards Yvette and is just cut in half in practically in midair as he goes for this diving tackle and fails.
Dude really went get down, Mr. President.
It seems so. The tunnel is clear, but we still have a lady running away in the other chamber. Which is where this is going to get a little complicated, map-wise. Sirius, it is your turn, however.
Can I move and drink a potion? Like do one move and then drink a potion for like my other action?
So it is a move action
Or-
to
or
retrieve
you
the
have to stand
potion and
still?
then a standard to drink it. So
Okay.
you can move and then pull it out and have it ready to drink next turn.
I'm just gonna pull it out and drink it now. I'm pretty hurt.
Okay.
The not medium potions, but they're 2d8
Cure light.
plus 3.
Oh, the cure moderate wounds. I believe
Yeah,
it's
moderate.
I believe it's +3. Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, 2d8 +3.
All right, so I healed 12.
Not bad.
Oh, I'm drinking another one next turn.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna pull it out. I'll probably pull out and move and not actually drink.
That's the wrong chamber. Stop looking.
Wait, no.
You saw nothing.
I didn't. I was reading the Tome of Tales.
Excellent.
I actually didn't.
I
Good.
was using my anytime minutes. He caught me.
Just tell me when 3 minutes has been up.
Okay. All right, so she is going to continue running. I think she's gonna do her best to break out into a full sprint. Oop.
Well, not getting her this time.
You're hasted. She's
But I
not.
need to reload.
Okay. That's her turn. Elantra is next. Oh boy, what is Elantra gonna do? Sirius, you are in bad shape. Ivette's also in bad shape.
Yeah. But I went pretty Leroy jerk.
Yeah, that hurt a lot.
One, two, three, four, five, six. I think Elantra's gonna walk up here and pull out a Cure Light Wounds potion. But they cannot give it to you. Yeah. It is held out in front of them.
He's like, "Do you want it?"
Will I be able to take it, drink it, and move since I won't be pulling it out, or no?
Yes. Yeah, you can grab something that's like right in front of you as a free action.
Come and get it.
Elantra, you're a hero.
Eric, you're up.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, that's Sour Patch Kids in my mouth. All right. We going over. So he's dead.
Yeah, the tunnel is clear, but that one woman is sprinting away through the chamber ahead of you. Heavily wounded, like bleeding profusely from the arm.
I'm going to cast. I'm trying to figure out if it's going to be on Ivette or Elantra. Shield Other. Probably Elantra for when I come up next, but it lasts for 5 hours, so I'm okay with casting it.
5 hours?
Jesus.
Hour per level, yeah. So
Wow.
I take half of the damage, whatever a launcher takes, and they get a +1 bonus to AC and resist bonus on saves.
That's dope.
Is that how
Holy
it feels?
shit, that's dope.
Is that how it feels to have a support on the party?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all actually got supported as fuck this time. You've been healed a couple of times
Yeah.
with the channeling. You got hasted.
Those heals are so clutch, though.
It is. They really are.
Keep tempo pretty easily with it, which is nice.
Okay, I can't be fucked to add a buff for this right now, so we're just gonna remember those numbers.
I'll try and remember it. I mean, I'm the one shielding, so
I've got the spell open in another tab, so that'll remind me.
okay. But yeah, I also I don't take like like charm and kind of those kind of effects. It's just,
Yeah, it's just HP damage, right?
yeah.
Okay. Ivette. Let's shift over to the correct chamber.
So to reload, it's a move action. Because
Okay.
it's an advanced firearm. I just looked it up. So if I reload,
Whoa, it's not an advanced firearm, buddy.
it is because I finished the upgrades.
Did you finish?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. If you finished, I will take your word for it. I haven't. I thought you had one left, but
No, I bought it all after the pirates shit.
oh, okay, yeah, it's an advanced firearm then. Carry on. It is a move action.
So if I reload as a move action, can I still run and shoot?
No. But you could still run, or you could shoot. It's a very long shot, but theoretically, your gun can go that far.
That sounds way more fun.
I believe the max range of your pepper box right now, fully upgraded, is 200 feet.
I gotta do that. I gotta reload and shoot
One
from
shot.
really far.
One opportunity.
Dun, dun, dun,
You
dun, 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 dun.
Also have high ground, which means you are going to get a +1 on the attack roll.
Ooh.
But because it's so far, you're going to take a bunch of minuses from the range.
Yeah, it's a minus bazillion. I'm gonna turn off deadly aim.
Okay, so reloading and then shooting from here, it's 150
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah.
Your range is 20.
I don't know how to mix this math. It's just
What's 130 divided by 20? It's 6.5, right? So
Yes.
that's going to be -14 to this roll.
I'm not gonna hit, but it's gonna
Wait.
looks fun as fuck.
+1 for the high ground.
Suppressing fire.
I'm actually going to give you a +2 because this is a pretty significant high ground advantage. You have like 2 separate ramps that she's run down. So this is going to be a -12. Her AC is 15. You're targeting normal AC because it's outside of 30 feet, is well outside of 30 feet.
So I need to roll like a bazillion.
So what's your attack bonus? I want to get all the numbers out on the table to see what you actually have to get on the dice.
I think. Wait. Attack?
Okay, you get a +13 on your attack. So this is basically, you basically need to roll a 15. Actually, you need to roll a 14, or a 14 to hit on the dice.
Let's do it.
It's doable. It's very doable.
It's doable, yeah. It's gonna look cool as fuck if I hit.
It's like a 30% chance.
17 on the dice.
Yeah.
There's a 30 minus 12. 10 points of damage. She had 3 HP.
Let's go!
So you line up this shot, the farthest shot you've probably ever taken,
Yeah.
successfully
sure.
at least.
Oh yeah.
And as she's running, She's fortunately cutting a straight line, trying to get to the other side of this chamber as quickly as possible.
Oh, that's so sniper lit.
The shot rings out, echoes through the cavern, and in the distance you just see a little puff of flame in her back, and she hits the ground.
What a shot.
That was insane. I feel so cool right now.
That was nuts.
Yeah.
Thanks for like telling me that I could do that.
Yeah, it's minus 14 sounds very scary, but when you actually like break down, like you're an effective character when it comes to shooting things. So you already have a plus 13, so it's basically just a die roll. So very doable. Okay, that was the last, at least identified enemy that has been struck down. So we're gonna fall out of initiative. And
Can I immediately drink that potion?
yeah, did anyone want to take a break, or are people good?
I'm gonna pee real quick, so I'm gonna.
Okay, so it sounds like we're taking. A
Okay,
break.
yeah, if we want to take a
Fine,
quick
do it
pee
quick.
break,
Yeah.
down some
that'd be
potions and
good.
stuff.
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah,
actually
go take a pee break so I can clip it with my shot without going back on the bot.
All right, I'm here.
Fucking Max rolled the HP potion from Elantra.
Excellent.
I'm gonna take one too, since I'm already here. It's 1d8 plus 1, right?
Cure light wounds, yes.
Yeah, 1d8 plus 1. Oh, nice. 7. Then T17. Dolph, how much work is to make a buff?
Not a lot, unless it's something really weird and complicated.
It's just in case I want to get the tome to read the cleansing feast. That I guess is the
Okay.
hero's feast without the HP.
It's a nerfed version of Hero's Feast, yeah, basically.
Yeah.
There's another thing that gets cut out of it as well, but
It's because I click cleansing feast, it goes to hero's feast, but I just remember you saying that it's a nerfed version of it.
yeah. The specifics of the nerf are listed in the thing. The stuff that you don't get. Let's see. That is Kuba's Kitchen. Yeah, no bonus to the attack rolls or roll saves.
Oh, so it does give the HP.
Okay, so it neutralizes poison, it removes disease, and it grants temp HP. That's it.
That could be big. But it also will take like half an hour.
It takes at least an hour. The feast takes an hour to consume. It takes 30 minutes to read the story.
By the way, I had a quick question actually.
Mhm.
This might be just a little flavor thing. I'm not sure. What are like the idea of like last rites? Is that like a thing in D&D or at least in this world?
It's absolutely a thing in this world. There's no like mechanical.
Because I feel like it'd be
Some
really in line
form
with
of-
my character with the deities they'd follow, that they would try and perform at least some form of a last rites as they go through and murder everything.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna vary a bit from, in some cases from culture to culture. In other cases, it's just gonna vary depending on who you worship. But I think it's pretty much universal that something happens to corpses. Sometimes it's gonna be mostly in a religious context. It's gonna be last rites like at the spot of death sort of stuff.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
in pretty
so-
much everywhere you go, there's going to be something like a cremation or a burial or something that also happens.
Yeah, because the flavor I wanted is like the idea of like a town cleric, like one would like do have like jobs like performing last rites and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think that thematically, we'll just say I did it back there with the other bodies that we murdered, and I checked for symbols.
Okay. What do
Um,
you picture the last rites that you perform look like?
I don't have the deities like mantras up exactly, but I would just do it's like a quiet prayer for each one when they're obviously dead. If they wanted something in their religion, if they were still like dying, but usually the things we come across are very dead. So
Mhm.
just like a quiet like sending away ritual for each of the departed, I guess.
Okay. So, one of your two deities, Feromi, is like basically the two major sort of halves of her situation are
Because I got fate,
are like, so she's the goddess that lives in a place called the Boneyard, which is where souls go to essentially get sorted to where they will spend eternity.
yeah.
right,
So
after
like
they
a kind
die,
of like a sending ritual for that.
Yeah, so it's one of the really common sort of last rites, sending off sorts of things would be to various things that people do to make sure that your soul makes it to the boneyard safely, basically,
Yeah.
so that you
okay.
can go where you're supposed to go after that.
Yeah, because that's part of the reason why I'm so pissed off with these left-hand people.
Yeah, and that's a huge part of why she's against undead is because it's interrupting the soul's path to where they're ultimately meant to spend eternity.
Wicked. Yep.
Awesome.
Am I still fatigued, or is it going to be over?
It is going to run out. I'd say it sounds like y'all are taking a few moments at least here to like down some potions and stuff. Give last rites, things like that. So in this time, both your haste will wear out and Sirius, your fatigue will wear out.
I am going
Okay.
to drink a potion or two.
If we just say I was carrying the potions earlier, I hand them out to whoever used them here. Does that work? Because we never
Okay.
actually pointed out who had the potions, so let's just use them now.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't even remember who did the searching for them, but it might have been you in the first place, which would make sense why you have them. So I believe you got one cure light wounds and one vanish. So
Okay, the cure light wounds then is what we're
okay,
using.
yeah. Sirius and Ivat were the ones popping potions a bunch. So if you want, you can give it to one of them.
Sure, I take one. So I used like the one that we got and one of mine that I already had.
So you sniped this person running away, and then you came back to take a potion from.
I mean, I'm still like
Yeah.
on the end of the tunnel, so I'm assuming we're gonna
I
get
thought you
there.
went downstairs.
No, he took that shot from the mouth of the tunnel.
Oh, okay.
Take the shot. Take the
And
shot.
Sirius
I'm
actually
sure-
drank one of Elantra's 1d8 potions.
Mhm.
Do we know how much the vanish potion weighs? Just a pound
I
like
think
all
it's one- I think
potions?
it's one
Oh yeah,
pound.
it's gonna be the same as all the other ones.
Okay.
It's just gonna be a pound for
Because I'm
ease of.
with the carrying of the silver.
Oh yeah, you do actually have to worry about it.
I'm literally 1 pound. I mean, I can drop silver if need be.
Yeah, you
but I
can
need
drop
to keep track of
silver. Yeah.
If you're just like 1 pound, a launcher will take the vanish potion off your hands.
it. No, I'm good. I'm still got it. I'm exactly at 99 now.
Oh, okay.
Just
cool.
drop silver on the ground like it's bread, so we know the way. So we off initiative, right?
Yes, we're out of initiative.
Have we searched the bodies yet? Seeing as I came back a little bit late.
No,
We didn't. Do you want to take?
we're
some
talking
time
about
to
death
search the body?
rites.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after Eric is going through over them one by one, giving rights, I'm coming up behind him and just picking through the bodies.
Is that offensive? Am I offended by that?
It's up to you.
would pheromone be? I'm trying to. It's like a knowledge
Um,
religion on whether or not.
I think there's a solid argument that could be made that once you have done your duties, the soul doesn't need the body anymore.
Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
I'm okay with that. As
yeah,
long as
and-
long as it makes sense in lore to just be like.
It enriches
Yeah.
my soul now.
I think some people might take issue with it, and others might not. I think it's gonna be a bit more of a personal decision.
If we're in a hospital, I'll be a little bit more upset if he was like parading a body, but we're in a battle, so yeah.
Yeah,
that's
there's.
fine.
I'd say there's like evidence from your holy books that you could use to back up either argument if you really wanted to. So
sounds perfect. Sounds just right for that. Yeah. Okay.
So we're in a
Cool.
life or death situation. I'm not letting your ethics.
I mean, we were fighting these people. They made their decisions.
True. Yeah, that always can be weighed as well.
They drew
Loading.
first blood.
As the
You
loading.
don't count the very slow.
I guess would need to do perception checks.
Yeah, if you're gonna spend time actually searching through them, then yeah, give me a perception check.
It's a 13 plus 10.
Okay. As you go about, there are. I mean, they all have some combination of dagger, short sword, light crossbow, padded armor, basic equipment. You find that on all of them. The 23, you're also gonna find 2 cure light wounds potions.
Old. Ooh.
You're sweating over there.
Ooh.
And 36 silver pieces.
Now I am dropping 2 pieces of silver.
And 5 gold pieces.
Hey, everyone gets a gold piece.
Oh, nice. We don't know if you're gonna get paid, so.
You also find another bottled liquid. It's not one that you have picked up here before, at least.
Who examined the previous one? Was that
I
you,
did.
Yvette?
Yeah.
I'll hand it to you.
I'm gonna grab the unidentified, the we don't know what it is, and the potion. I'm gonna bring both. Just so I can. Do I roll like? I roll professional alchemist, right? To try.
Yeah,
to
I believe
identify?
that's what we did before. Was we rolled professional
yeah,
alchemy
yeah.
for it. That's not what I wanted. That's also not what I wanted. Haste runs out.
It's a
Oh, I just
16.
looked this up in Pathfinder. It says that vials usually 1/10 pound. 1/10 of a pound, or is it?
That'd be an
1 pound?
empty vial.
An empty vial. Oh.
Yeah. If you just buy them empty to be filled up with stuff later, then they're obviously much lighter because they don't have anything in them.
Oh yeah, we
Okay.
also we do have refillable system on the seekers. We took both empty vials to get like a bottomless flow of potion.
I forgot to add weight for my potion there. Then that's my fault. I subtract 5 of these potions.
Well, we'll figure out what this potion does if we know before I bring this other thing up.
Actually, does anyone want 5 Cure Light Wounds potions for free? I'm gonna set them nicely on the ground. I didn't realize that. Yeah, I didn't realize that it weighed 1 pound, so I had it at 0 instead of 1.
I think I can carry them for you.
Yeah, it's 5 of
Okay.
those. Yeah, I thought that was right. But it wasn't.
I don't have my note like the notepad I usually use for this since I'm still on the laptop. So just remember that I have.
It's all right. I'm a power gamer, I guess.
Okay, Yvette, so you lift up this this sort of like viscous, oily, almost completely clear, but with like a slightly purple tinge to it, liquid, and you're like swirling it around. Pop the top, give it a sniff. It smells a bit like a rotten peach. And do your best to identify it, but you're coming up a bit blank. It's not something you've run into before.
Nah, I have no idea. I dip my pinky a little bit, lick my pinky.
Oh no.
Okay,
Not
that is
enough to take
risky.
effect.
it
Not
tastes.
enough to take effect. Just
It
like
tastes like meat that's gone off, like specifically like beef that's gone off. It's really gross. It's really gross. And it like coats your tongue in a weird way. And I think that does give you a clue that it is not an imbibed potion. It is probably an oil that is applied to the surface of something. So it's not meant to be consumed in any way. And it's disgusting. It like lingers on your tongue longer than you want it to. But you don't feel any ill effects.
Are you okay?
I don't know what it is, but it's not good.
How would you, is it like a praise? How do you figure out what, I forgot that check. Oh, it's an alchemist profession thing. Never
Yeah,
mind.
he did profession alchemy, but you could also do spellcraft.
I do actually have that skill in this character. It doesn't mean anything right now, though. Because I rolled
yeah.
We use Electra?
I know better. I'm gonna make a wisdom check to see if I would taste that. I'm gonna actually, this is a self-imposed wisdom check.
Can I take a look at it with spellcraft as well?
You sure can.
Everyone gather out the bottle.
Yeah, let's get
of
this
the thing.
wisdom check. I'm on the edge of my seat.
All right, I
Well,
did my pinky and try it
that they're
myself.
like, I don't know what it is, so it's reasonable to make another one.
Yeah, you dip your pinky in and try it, and it is fucking disgusting.
Well, I rolled a 4, so never mind.
Yeah, serious. You're coming out blank too. It's
I have
it's
an
a
11
weird
for
one.
skill. It might be all right. And then
I think that with the three of you coming at this from all your different angles, all your varied experience, you come to the conclusion, pulling your thoughts together, that it's not. The reason none of you have seen it is because it's not something that's used for like a combat purpose. It's not used for healing or restoration in any way. It's got some other weird utility. It must, otherwise you would have seen it before.
okay.
Interesting. Okay.
Can someone hold to it? I can't.
I came in like hold
I
that.
clearly-
That smell makes me want to like dry heave. So
I
I start walking away
physically-
from it.
Cannot hold on to it.
Actually, how much does it weigh? Is it only 1 pound?
Yeah, it's 1 pound.
I can throw it in my pocket.
Okay. Yeah. Gee.
I've got a lot of strength, and I don't wear heavy armor yet. So
Does Elantra want the Vanish Potion, by the way?
Sure. Yes, I'll take it.
Because Zell does not need it. It would be wasted.
Yeah, actually, that's a pretty strong potion for them.
It is. Elantra, can you come here for a second?
Certainly.
I have 2 things to talk to you. First, do your special eyes see something in this cave on the other chamber? I'm pointing towards the other chamber.
Every time I go to move y'all from the tunnel page to the other page, I have to resist the urge to go to the page to the left, which is the wrong one. So Elantra's eyes only are special within 60 feet. So at the mouth of the tunnel, they walk up and scan. Nothing jumping out to me. No.
Yeah, let's go slower this time. We move together. Let's just not split the party. We go check in from time to time if we go down as a unity. The other question is about the tome. Do you have the tome?
Which tome was that again?
The Tolbar Tomes of Tales.
Oh, the
Uh,
Tomes of Tales.
Elantra was carrying that.
Yeah. Do you think any of those things gonna be useful in any way?
If we think we have the time, perhaps we should continue our search for the trapped miners, though? That might be time sensitive.
That's true.
They could be in trouble.
They could be in trouble. But also, the dwarf did say that they would be on this chamber. And I don't see anyone. I do see a weird brick wall that it feels like should not be there.
I guess I'm gonna start slowly walking down the bridge. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As
I'm
a
thinking
group.
I
Elantra's
don't
doing
wait.
the same.
I don't
We
weigh that
move it
much,
as
so
a group.
Let's see.
I'm gonna go like slowly across. Not trying to go with everybody at the same time. Does that bridge look sturdy?
Take a look.
My knowledge of engineering actually isn't there. So
Gonna take a look at this. Is this another elevator?
Yeah, that's one of those lifts that you've seen before.
oh, do you want to? Can we crank it up, or is it at that like?
Yeah, I'm gonna do. Can I do a perception check to see if it operates the same way as it can only be pulled up or anything like that?
I think you can skip the check. Y'all have
Okay.
thoroughly examined the other one, and you're able to see very similar construction and indications that it is going to be cranked up to the level above it, and needs to be operated from up there.
Okay. Actually,
What y'all do see as you continue to sweep through this area is there's in some spots there is like for instance on this lift right here there's a couple of little pieces of, they look like mostly rock, but there's like little bits of silver ore that seem to be poking out of it. And then as you look further down, you see what is now a recognizable glisten of like pure silver elsewhere in the cavern. So
I guess should I guess I could appraise it to see if it's worth more than. I guess.
it looks the stuff that's very close to you is like covered in stone and stuff. I think it's pretty clear to you that that's less valuable simply because it would require at least some amount of effort in order to get the silver out of the stone.
Okay.
Do we have vision from the nether portal from here?
the pure silver is basically what we found earlier, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's basically the same as the stuff that you picked up downstairs.
Okay. Well, we have high to it. I can't unless it's like I'm trying to think of it. It would be a hint towards anything in particular, but I can't connect any dots where that would lead to any kind of clue.
Yeah, I want to compare the nether portal with the vial that we just got. That it was also kind of purple.
Okay, if you want to run up closer and examine that.
I don't really want to go
certainly
by
can.
myself, but I do want to get close.
Is there anything on this table that's worth of? I'm just observing like the furniture. If there's any points, things of interest.
I think you, moving up to that table, you do notice that it seems to have like partially eaten meals. Some of those chairs are knocked over, but things seem to be generally disturbed. Like one of the cups has fallen over, and there's like ale that's pooled out and onto the table. There's like a little bun that is like half on a plate, and one of the plates is like broken a little bit. Over here, there's some stone that seems to have crashed down and damaged the floor a bit.
Okay.
Like you're starting to see some signs that some disturbances happened here.
Signs of disturbance over here.
I wanna like sign to Zahel to kind of come with me, so Zahel can look at the body of the sniped
Okay.
as I try to go like as I try to examine the purple shit with the vial shit, see if they kind of look similar.
Yeah, so I think the first thing you'll notice as you approach this big metal basin, it's actually pretty shallow. It's not, so it doesn't come up very high off the ground, but filling its area, it's sort of, it's got lots of like flat surfaces that come at angles. It's sort of like Porygon from Pokemon, where that's sort of like a collection of flat surfaces. It's like a simple polygon sort of thing. It is a much deeper shade of purple than what you have in that vial, and it doesn't exude that that like rotting peach smell that you smelled from the vial. So straight away, you don't really think it's the same thing.
But I also cannot identify what it is. Like I just-
You could do a roll about it.
Sure. Professional alchemist again?
No.
Okay.
Knowledge planes.
Do I need to have a thing on it, Turo?
Or you would normally. I'm gonna say knowledge planes, or let's say dungeoneering.
I also don't have one on that one too. So
Do I have a planes knowledge? Let me check.
Okay. I will say, in order to make knowledge or your profession in alchemy useful in this instance, you'll have to do some experimentation with it. You will have to interact with it in order to get like an alchemical base of knowledge for it.
well, my first thing is to dip my pinky, the one that I have because I already lost one. But I don't know if I can do that. Oh, with this one.
I don't know either.
Hey,
Eric, you have never heard of anything like this before.
This is bizarre.
Elantra, do you have any updates on Magical Eyes? Are you seeing something from here that you didn't saw from the start of the?
Doesn't appear to be magical. Elantra gonna do a roll about it. Give me a second.
Oh yeah, Elantra is our best option, best chance of knowing something.
Yeah.
See, the brains.
Maybe one day I'll roll a bard and just be the knowledge.
Yeah. It appears to be a creature of some sort from one of the elemental planes.
A what?
And then Elantra is gonna walk up and I think just like lightly shoulder check the metal basin just to like get it vibrating a little bit, and all of these like harsh edges will smooth out rapidly. The whole thing will jiggle a bit like jello, and then as it settles, it forms back into those sort of hard angles. Yes, it is a slime of some sort. And
Finger on it.
ooze.
Is this one close to the one that we found on the lab adventure? The one that turned people horny?
I don't recall it quite doing that.
Was Elantra on that? Yes, right?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like any of those ones. No, those were largely native to the material plane. This one is from elsewhere. It is a rare sort, I know that much.
Can I
Go ahead.
find like a pebble or something on the ground?
Sure, there's little rocks all over the place. There's,
I want to just
dust
like,
and stones have seemingly rained down from the ceiling recently.
I just want to like throw a pebble in it. See if it sinks. See if
Sure.
it bubbles. See if it sizzles. I don't know. Experimentation that doesn't involve my body parts.
You toss a pebble in, and there is a sizzling around where the pebble is, and it, instead of sinking down like it would in a normal liquid, as it sizzles, the rock simply disappears,
I almost dipped my finger on it.
dissolves
You're
away.
about to be. Aren't you already missing some fingers?
Yeah, I'm missing
Yes.
one pinky of one hand of my left hand.
No. At least you'll match.
True. Is that enough experimentation? I don't think it's gonna change anything. Like more information. I just wanna.
Yeah,
Just
you
asking.
can give me that alchemy roll now. You've gotten a little bit more information from Launcher as
Yep.
well, but
Nope.
you rolled a 2, so
Yeah.
I think
just wanted to feel smart.
I think your deduction from this is that seemed like an acid reaction to you.
Yeah.
So there's some sort of acid happening.
Yeah. That's also my real conclusion. So it makes sense. So, guys, don't touch that.
Noted.
Zell's gonna quickly dig through pick through the sniped mage person's pockets.
Okay.
Ooh, 14.
So you notice pretty much straight away that her clothing seems to be, really all of her gear seems to be of higher quality than what everyone else is rocking with. Some might even say masterwork quality. She has a heavy mace strapped to her side that she didn't quite get to make use of. What you said, 14?
Yeah. I rolled a 4. Yay.
Tragic. Okay, for that, you're going to find, you're not able to locate like a money pouch or anything like that. Nothing really small is jumping out at you, but you do feel down one of her like overcoat linings and find a pocket that in it has a sheet of paper and a single potion bottle that is filled with I don't know if you would recognize this one either. So it's filled with another mystery.
But it
God.
looks different than the other.
Different from the other 2 mysteries that you've had so far.
Okay. Well, once again, we'll handle that to Yvette. And what does the paper say?
I've got a handout about the paper.
Oh, we found a clue. This bitch almost ran with our clue.
Okay. Oh, that second one's not good.
Oh, that second is not good.
Okay, it should be in your journals if you want to bring it back up later.
And just FYI, knowing what we know about the slime here, there doesn't necessarily need to be minor bodies left. So
Oh,
after
the
reading the
bodies
notes,
on it.
Zell just looks at the interplanal slime over there and just grimaces. Oh my gosh, that's cool. And then share the link
I
for
see
all the
that
screen.
line 2 is crossed out.
Oops, ignore that. I was not trying to click on that. I'm just trying.
Hindu
That's it.
animal.
I'm gonna handle this paper. Down, boy. Whoa,
I can't make the note big. No, it's completely.
whoa there.
What's
Oh my gosh!
the-
And when I open, well, okay, so we're just gonna have to read to me what it says. Sometimes if I have
Wait.
to.
Why can't you make it bigger?
Okay,
What happens?
I tried to adjust the size of the window, and it would only let me make it
Here,
smaller.
I'll send this to you.
Oh,
I'll send
if you
it to you.
just click the picture, it zooms in. Or it should.
I know, but the picture was completely gone. I got it working. Double clicking the title
Oh.
seemed to do it, but no, like whatever was happening, it was only ever making it smaller, so I was accidentally making it smaller over and over again to the point where it literally was only the title Harkener's Note.
Incredible.
But double clicking it brought back brought it back up to the size I could work with. So we're good. Thank you for the screenshot though. Or the idea of doing one.
we have-
Find Morty Chamber.
Yeah, I was about to go on that topic. Do we still have like the simple map, right?
Yes.
So there's nothing written down as the Mordry chamber on it, right?
Nothing was labeled. All these labels y'all have added.
True. we are on the R chamber, right?
Believe so.
Can I assume that the north wall that is with bricks is this part? It's closing off this part?
No, I don't think you can reasonably assume that because the way that y'all have interpreted this map thus far is that this is a side view. So this is below you. The
They
north
do-
would be like in this map. Does that make sense? It'd be a dimension that is not depicted here.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah.
So
Because I do remember that they said something about getting like DZ around here. And that does sound like Moultrie chamber.
Someone want to make an intelligence check for me?
Someone?
Literally anyone or everyone.
Yeah.
Can it
I'm
be
agreeing
Elantra?
with it.
I can throw it out for you.
Yeah, ain't gonna happy me.
I mean, I'm gonna do it because it sounds funny. I'm stupid.
Oh, I accidentally clicked twice. So I guess
That's fine.
the
Zell
other-
and Sirius, as you read through this note, or someone reads it out to you, however this is working, you recall, like you recognize one of those words. You recognize the word Mordry. And you recall back to when Yard was running down his list of evidence for why he thought the left hand might be involved here, and why he thought specifically Mopotov Kemash would be here. One of those reasons was that there is a rare mineral called Black Mordry that has come up in some of Mopotov's recent research and like stuff he's published, and has been noted as being in this mine somewhere.
Okay, so he's looking out for that mineral.
No shit.
So if we go back to the chamber, then who has the mallet? I mean, it's either going to be me or
I might be
Sirius.
carrying it.
I think it's
Yeah.
serious.
Yeah, I was to say, because I think we'd be the only one to have a.
Strength.
Yeah, it's either Sirius or Elantra, probably, because Elantra was the last one to be examining it, and I think they have plenty of carrying capacity, since their actual gear is like really light.
Oh, does Elantra maybe have it then?
At this point in time, you can pass it off. So whoever wants to do a thing with it can have it, basically. So if you have an idea.
Yes. Then in that case, Zell will take it if that's all right. And because we said this brick wall looks shady, right?
Yeah.
Looks shoddy or something. You said when
It
No.
just looks weird. Like
hastily
it's a,
constructed. I think was the words you used.
yeah,
Wasn't it?
it's
No.
a brick wall
No?
on the rest of the cave, right? Like all the cave is rock, and there's this brick wall.
The brick wall stands out because it's not natural, but as you examine it, it doesn't look to be of poor quality or anything.
It's not like a old
Does
video game
anyone
where the
object to,
resolution was
to
different.
seeing what's on the other side of this brick wall?
I do not object.
Guys, I
guess
have.
there is the potential for this to go sideways. So
It does, yeah. I do have a question and a possibility. Do you guys remember the first time that we kind of found the left hand people and they kind of brought some zombies? Should we do what they did and throw their bodies into the acid?
Wait,
wait, what?
I just what?
I
your
don't
left
want
hand
they. I don't
felt
want
turned
they. I don't want they to like bring them back.
Oh, you want to double tap
undead.
so they don't be a necro.
Yeah, I want to double tap.
Oh, okay, I see. I was very confused. Also, keep in mind, Elantra, the only other person here that was with you on that
Oh
first expedition.
fuck!
Yes.
You're right.
Yep.
So,
Ever-
Elantra, do you remember that?
The other two people were here on different characters.
Do you remember that?
Yes, unfortunately.
Do you
Hard to
think
forget.
it's kind of fair? We've been killing them without asking questions, so I don't think now that they're dead we have like moral high ground or something.
No, I mean I did my thing. Their soul is out.
They keep attacking us first.
If you think that it's like a proper safety caution, I will adventure safety occupational hazard.
I do think it's a safety thing.
I put my orange. I don't have an orange safety vest. I wish I did next time, but I will put one on in spirit.
The remnants of their
Let's-
corporeal forms are of no concern to me. Do with them what you will.
Okay, let's just throw them in the acid. But also
So,
by let's throw it in the acid, I mean you guys throw it in the acid.
I was going to say, who's throwing it in the ass? Because I know Yvette's not.
I mean, I don't know if I can carry. I can safely put a body into acid, being an 80-pound bird.
Those
I
hollow
don't-
bones.
Yeah, it'll crush my little bones.
I'm three
I
feet-
can help drag the bodies over to the.
Yeah, I'm 3 feet tall with
pit.
6 strength. I might be able to like drag something, but I probably will
I
not
do that
be
thing. Any strong men want to help me?
able-
Works on me every time.
There's 5 of you in this cavern. You can get a body into a tub. The tub's only like 2 feet off the ground as well, so you don't even have to do that much lifting. Are you
Okay.
Are you starting with her?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Yeah.
Okay. You plop her into the tub, and she like slides down the edge to the flat bottom. But you don't see any sizzling.
God fucking damn it!
And then she floats up to the top, sitting on the
Go-
top of this slime thing.
This god fucking damn it was in character.
Fascinating. It doesn't dissolve flesh or fabric.
Wait, but this also means that they did that with the rest of the miners.
It would
They could
seem
be.
so.
They could be in the other chamber.
Yeah.
It is also in this basin. Elantra walks up and will like knock on the side of the basin, which is metal, so it doesn't dissolve metal either.
True.
I'm going to admit,
Very
guys,
smart.
I feel kind of stupid right now. There's just a dead body floating in this pool.
If it dissolves stone, perhaps it is from the plane of Earth, the endless delve.
The what?
The endless delve?
What's that?
The plane of Earth.
Oh. You're cutting it.
So, Zal, you breaking a wall?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sitting here waiting for them watching their body floating, and then I'm just gonna. Zell's gonna get a little impatient. He's just gonna take a swing and start banging on the wall.
I start slowly walking over, kind of realizing, hey, somebody just comes over to the scene of this happening and just sees a floating dead body, and they're like,
One thing I do want to note is as you leave this this like wooden floor, there is a step down because it doesn't come flush with the ground, right?
okay,
So, and there's no like stairs here. It's a little bit of a hop down, basically. So there's some space underneath it. In some parts, there's more than others. And the drop is bigger over here on the right side, where the thing is raised higher.
how functional are Tengu wings in like helping for little falls? You know how like when a chicken falls down, they flap their wings a little bit. They can't fly, but I know I'm like 80 pounds. I'm just
Not
curious.
I would say not functional at all.
Okay.
For the most part, the way Tengu, like what's left of the Tengu wing works, is it's more like it's not like a separate set of wings, more so than it is they have hands on the ends of their wings, sort of, or like wing feathers sort of coming out from the backs of their arms. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's fine.
So it's more like a guy in a bird suit than than it would be like a man with bird wings.
I was curious.
Actually, bird person from Rick and Morty.
Yeah, that's fine. That's completely fine.
Well, bird person can fly.
That's true.
Do we have rope still that we can like tie down just to like if we don't? I don't want to sprain my ankle, guys.
It's not that big of a drop.
Let's
You can safely make the hop down.
let the hell do this thing first.
You-
Let's
you
do
might-
one by one.
I'm tired. That guy's tired, man. Like he's afraid of eating shit again.
Zell stops banging on the wall for 1 second just to wave a hollow brew at him.
Serious? Can you give me downsies?
Yeah, I'll help you down. Beautiful
Okay.
boy, beautiful baby boy.
Thank you.
Okay, so Zell, you start rhythmically banging on this brick wall, and much like you saw downstairs, it begins forming these little sort of hairline fractures all about its surface.
I'm assisting. I'm going to cast Virtue on everybody, by the way. This is where I'm going to start. I'm just going to type it in chat like as I do it now.
Is Virtue the 1 temp HP thing?
1 temp HP thing.
Okay.
Actually, no, I want guidance. I like guidance. It's +1 skill or attack check. I think that's
Okay.
really useful for a minute if we don't know we're getting into combat. But yeah, I'll slash me it next time, so you don't have to do that whole.
So as you continue with this banging, the fractures expand out radially outward, eventually moving from the bricks to the floor, and if you continue long enough, from the bricks to the walls.
If I continue long enough, does the wall eventually crumble, or is the same cracks just spreading, not getting larger?
The same cracks are spreading.
Okay.
You as you're using this sort of feel difficult to explain, but you feel a sort of sense that you have some control over the rock in this area. But it is like, I don't know. Yeah, this is difficult to explain. You've sort of weakened all of the rock in this area, and you can like dredge some of it up at range in order to interfere with anyone else who might be in the area, like you saw happening to you downstairs, where it tried to grab someone's feet and it formed these little like rolling balls of rock to buffet people away.
But I can't like use that power to take the brick wall apart.
If
what remains, yeah.
Give me a knowledge engineering check, anyone.
Do that.
Do I have that? That's a question.
stupid. I actually don't.
I was like, how about Elantra give us that? And
You have to have a rank in it to use it, right?
Yeah.
For knowledge.
Yeah,
I-
yeah.
I
Yeah,
have
I
a
don't
rank
know.
on it, and it's a class skill, and I still roll stupid.
No class skill for cleric.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much you can do when you roll sub 10. Okay, so Elantra will take a look at the situation and start piecing things together with what y'all saw downstairs. I believe it has weakened the wall. Perhaps if sharp enough strike, we could take it down, but it is not going to fall on its own.
If you make the pet rocks, do the pet rocks remove it from the wall? Like, will a sizable hole of the size of the pet rock be on the wall?
You didn't notice, like, holes come from where the rocks sort of formed when this was happening downstairs.
Okay.
And the rocks that were formed weren't like actual rock constructs. It was just like free, like baseball-sized rocks or something like that floating around, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that?
It was lots
Like a
of
swarm?
smaller, different sized rocks, but it wasn't like
Yeah.
huge boulders and stuff.
Okay. Okay. We'll give the hammer back to Elantra at this point. I would hate to just, hit it with my glaive. I feel like that would not be good for the weapon. Let's see.
I really don't have other idea that it's not checking this weird wall.
Well, I actually do have a random spear, so I can try to take that real quick and just attack the wall with it, but I don't have an attack for it.
So someone has to be maintaining the hammer strikes on this wall.
Ah, okay. In that case, I did not.
The hairline fractures retreat very, very rapidly when you
Gotcha.
stop.
Okay. So, if anyone wants to try to attack it, speak now. Otherwise, I will stop.
It's not a warhammer, right?
I mean, you have a warhammer of your own.
I mean, I could assist with the pummeling of it, I guess, if we're going to do pummeling at the same time. I can do that.
So, are you going to attack the brick wall?
I can do it with you, yeah. If we want to do this thing,
I
be
can't
ready
attack.
for it.
I can't attack right now. I'm using the thing to trigger the.
Beating on it like a drum.
Oh, okay, yeah. If people want to like get ready, so it's not just me while you guys are like we're like half prepping stuff. Okay.
Okay, gonna hide.
There
and
might be
take aim.
there might be a bad man down here on the other side of this. I'm not sure yet. So I'm gonna start giving some strikes on it. Should I just roll attack or what's the? How would I do that?
Yeah, you're not going to miss.
Okay.
So you could just roll damage. You can't sneak attack a wall, I bet. You don't need to stop.
But I'm stealthy.
The best roll I've had in a combat, and it doesn't matter what the actual 3 for the first one, 3 for the second one. Ooh, we're gonna get with a big 7. That's 3 attacks. I don't know if we want to keep going or.
Okay. Okay, you can stop. Is anyone else gonna try and do a hit against this wall at the same time?
If they're not breaking through already, I can try. But I don't have a bludgeoning weapon.
I feel like
Okay.
there's nothing.
So, what you see, Eric, as you're banging into this wall with your warhammer, your first few hits don't seem to really be getting you anywhere, and then on your third strike, you make some progress into the wall. You chip away at it, and then you, after that, are struggling to make any more progress. There's a certain minimum amount of force you got to come at this thing with before you're going to be able to take anything away. So while this is still a weakened form of a stone wall, it's still a stone wall.
Okay, I'm gonna keep. What should I?
Guys,
I guess I'm gonna keep.
I mean, yeah, we can ignore the wall for now if we're not able to break through.
I'm gonna
I
leave
think
it.
there's just rocks behind the wall.
Okay. After those two, I'm probably too tired to do more.
Yeah, you make a little bit more progress through, but you're probably only a half an inch in.
I walk. I'm gonna walk back dejected, and I'm just gonna like go back to serious and just be like, "Can you give me upsies real quick? I don't know what to talk about this right now."
I won't tell anyone. And I just like hold out a hand. Like I give him like a little cup hold with my hands for him to have little upsies.
And the hoop. Like,
Give me a. Here. Question. Were you, when you're walking away from the wall, are you like dejected, head down? Or
yes.
Are you, okay.
I'm not feeling good about myself.
Give me a
right now.
perception check then.
Okay.
What are we missing?
You
Wait.
notice
Oh,
as you're
that's
walking
Eric.
back.
It says as Percy's, but it's actually on Eric's thing. But go ahead.
Yeah, that's right. I know what's going on. As you walk back, you see underneath these floorboards, this floor that y'all have been standing on for the bulk of this, you see a couple more planks in one spot, like a little bit off to the side, closer to where the metal basin is. And it's only in one little spot. It's not like this is a thing that you notice anywhere else.
Okay, so there's a couple of like a bunch of planks underneath of there.
Yeah, and not like piled up for storage type of thing. They're like laid out like they're covering something.
Oh, okay. Mid upsies, I go, wait a minute. Put you back down. Sorry. And then I point over.
So you see it like
and,
over here, probably underneath the floor over here.
Oh, it's like underneath like the actual deck.
Yeah. That's why you could only see it because you were dejected, looking down.
Yeah. Okay. This little depressed Birdman found something over here.
Yeah. So as the ground in this area, because it's all like really irregular down here on the rocky bits, as it goes down a little bit further over here, and you're able to see a little bit more further down.
Okay. I take one like a copper coin out of my pocket, and I cast light on it, and I chuck a little copper coin right next to the pile and see if I can get a better look at it before I start crawling underneath there.
Okay. Yeah. There's It looks a lot like a crawl space down there. You know, there's not a lot of room. You wouldn't probably be able to stand up there. But as the copper piece lands on these planks, they're less cleanly put together than the floorboards above you. It looks like more of a haphazard cover-up job. But they're, I mean, it definitely looks like they're covering something. It's kind of hard to see, but give me another perception check real quick.
I can do that.
Yeah, you can't really make out anything that's beneath the
Also,
planks from here.
I do have low light vision. I don't know if that helps with any of these checks. I'm just not.
In this case, because you've got the light there, it isn't going to help.
That's fair. Okay.
It definitely helped you identify the planks in the first place, though.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
But so yeah, there's like little cracks and stuff in the planks where they don't quite line up right. But you're not able to really make out anything below it.
Hey, everybody. I can't make out what's over here. I am just too tired. Can someone come over here and see what there's something over here?
Under the deck?
Yeah, I'm not going to Scooby-Doo myself over here and start crawling.
Just without a word, he
Yeah.
just disappears. Where'd Eric go?
I
Just
He
hear
doesn't need
something.
to.
Going
Go
down
ahead.
a mine shaft or whatever it could be.
I do be the smallest one, right?
So there's, I mean, at this point, there's like a big beacon of light pointing out exactly where this thing is. So you are all easily able to see these planks down there on covering something on the ground. You all can give me perception checks if you want to examine from here. See if you can make anything else out.
I gonna.
Oh, that's a 1. I'm not even gonna bother adding it. I didn't see anything.
But sure are planks.
I gonna get closer.
You're gonna crawl under?
Yeah, cause I'm 3 feet tall. It might
Okay.
be easier.
Yeah,
But I-
it's probably the toughest part of the squeeze for most of y'all would be this first bit, right where the floorboards come closest to the ground, and then it starts to open up a little bit more as you get closer to the planks. Sirius, as Yvette is crawling down, you spot
But I'm gonna do it.
you
very
spot a
stealthily.
section where the light seems to be passing through the cracks and going down, and you
Yeah.
are able to identify that there's a cavity down there. So these planks
Okay.
are not sitting on the ground. You're not seeing any reflection from rock in the several inches directly below those planks. So there must be some empty space there.
All right.
Do I see that now that he says it and I'm closer?
Yeah, I bet once you climb all the way up to the planks, assuming you're going that far.
Yeah. I want to go to the coin.
Okay. Yeah, you get all the way up there. And you're able to see this crack that Sirius saw. And with your dark vision and a little bit of help from the light on the coin, you can see straight down. There is like another part of this cavern that you're in. There's like a little tunnel that sort of goes down, a little natural tunnel, probably only like 4 feet across, maybe. It goes down a little bit and then it curves, and you can't see beyond that.
Can I take the?
You
shiny
could stand
coin?
up in this space, though, probably. Everyone else, I think, has to crouch.
Can I take the shiny coin and put through the crack?
Like, drop it or just hold it down?
Just drop it.
Yeah. You see how lucky you are with the bounces. You're extremely lucky with the bounces.
I'm going to look up how 12% of the population is claustrophobic. I'm going to roll a 1d100, and if it gets a 1 to
Amazing.
12, I'm claustrophobic.
I love this.
Amazing.
So the coin drops down
I'm not.
this crack, and it bounces on a rock, and it sort of shoots it forward. And forward in this case is like, I just realized I had used my ruler to indicate a couple of things earlier, and you couldn't see it. Forward in this case is like this way. So it bounces that way, and it goes out of sight, but it stops, and you can still see the edge of its light. So that indicates to you that this tunnel curves and sort of flattens out a little bit, not too far down.
Can I assume this is the part of the map that they say that people went easy?
Let's look at it, and you can make whatever assumptions you want to make.
Yeah, it's under the table. It's under the deck. The deck has one ramp, 2 ramps, the thing on the bottom.
I thought we were like at the curve here. We went in though.
So you were You were coming up here when you noticed the sort of light, and the fight happened here. Basically.
Oh, okay.
The light was coming from this chamber and through here.
Now
What's
it's
this?
making sense to me.
Yeah, we've seen
Okay.
this.
So currently, yeah, you are in this chamber.
We've seen this.
Okay.
Even
So we're heading
when-
down into the duck split.
the coin even bounces to the side of the map.
Yeah, so you drop the coin this way, it bounced that
Yeah.
way.
We found the chamber, the weird chamber with the duck's leg.
I'm gonna just anchor my rope to. Can I find like a piece of wood nearby that seems sturdy and tie off and cast light a couple times on the rope and just like put it down a
No,
little
you're
bit so
gonna-
we have a little bit of a light guide if it's complete darkness down here.
Just
Sure.
Guys, I think you have to go down.
So pretty much, I just want to tie off like a knotted light rope.
I'm gonna start removing the
Also,
planks.
or I'll put the light thing in here.
You just gonna rip them up with your hands, or what's the plan?
I mean, are they like?
We can use the any tool.
So yeah, you're right on top of them. You can see they're, I guess like loosely bolted into the ground.
Yeah, like I didn't thought they were like nailed it to the ground. Like
They're
They just,
so
like-
they're not just resting here.
okay,
But
I thought
they
that was
are
just resting.
secured, but it doesn't look like it's super strong.
I'm gonna try if I can't. I'm gonna just wait till hell.
Okay,
It's just how I do
Yeah.
things.
we'll take the any tool and shape it into a crowbar and start prying up the boards.
Okay. Yeah, I don't even think I'm gonna make you roll for it. Eventually, you will get through. With the extra leverage from a crowbar, it doesn't take that long to get one board up, two boards up. By the time you have two boards up, probably Yvette and Eric can slip through. By the time you have three boards up, you could probably squeeze through. And then when you get the fourth board up, if you continue going, it's at that point pretty trivial for anyone to slip through if you need to.
Who goes first?
But it is, apart from well, I guess at this point you have a rope with lights on it that has also sort of been dropped down here. So it's pretty well lit at this point. This little tunnel.
Gonna take out the lamp, in case we need it.
It's light as fuck down here.
Oh damn! Did not mean to close that.
Okay, is the whole squad going on an adventure down below the boards?
Yeah, let's go in
I
strange
think we're
holes.
going
I'm
in.
not claustrophobic.
We're
I'm
not
fine.
doing scout anymore, right? We're going all everyone kind of close together, right? We're not sending me down there first, right?
I can go down there first.
Because if we are sending me down there first, I want the vanishing potion.
I
It
will
is-
say.
This does seem like a single file situation. It would be difficult for two people to squeeze down at the same time.
Does it look like there was Yvette, did it seem like a steep drop down there while you were looking?
Did it say like a straight? Is the drop? Is steep drop?
There's a drop, but it's only like 10 feet.
Okay. Because I didn't see it, so I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah,
that
I
was-
threw the coin.
Okay, cool. All right, sounds good.
So if I'm going first, I'm gonna take the vanishing potion.
I'll go first. I have one more cast of Sanctuary on myself that I can use. So
So things go tits up, they can't hit you at least.
theoretically, they can't hear
Yeah,
hit me yet.
On average, they
actually-
can't hit you.
Yeah,
You go first,
yeah, I can go
and
first.
then if something happens, you scream.
I'll scream and probably panic channel my last yell.
The
You'll see
cold
it.
war-
You'll feel a good glowing aura if you're 30 feet from me. If it's happening, that's when shit's going bad. You see that? Then
Yeah, that's a
Horse
good
walking.
cold word. Code
Yeah.
World is just like shiny shit.
No,
Good
you'll
luck.
probably hear something. I'll probably make some noise. Don't worry about that.
Good luck.
Thank you. So I
Don't-
start scurrying down there, and after, I guess, do you want me to make any checks for anything to like knot it up or anything?
No, there y'all have time. There's 5
We're
of you.
so scared of fucking up walking
I
that
know.
we're like.
This is prep. No, this is prep.
Specifically because it's you, Arik, I am going to ask you to make this climb check. It is a DC 5.
It's failable.
It is. That's why I'm going to ask you to make it. I don't
Yeah,
think it's failable for anyone else, but it's failable for you.
Okay.
Oh
Jesus
my god!
Christ! It's a
I'm
struggle.
god.
It's a struggle, but you take your
That's-
time, you make it down.
That's an 11. I rolled an 11 by the way.
I saw the 11 and I didn't even see what it said on the screen. I thought you were fine.
That's an above average roll. But yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. Let me check.
So you get down to where it flattens out a bit and you're able to stand upright. You see your copper coin that I've had drop down here earlier up ahead, lighting the way a little bit further. Do you continue onward?
I'm gonna take one more coin.
You can pick up the copper piece.
I guess I don't need to like distribute that much light. I guess I'm being.
Well, you don't need to throw away that much money.
I mean, yeah, you're right. So yeah, I'll pick up my coin and give it a nice little healthy chuck, as much as my little bird exhausted body can give, because I'm so tired right now.
Okay. As you throw the coin forward, you see after maybe like 15 feet, this little tunnel that you're in, this jagged little passage, opens up a bit. It's hard to say how much, because the chamber that it opens up to still seems very dark for the fact that you just threw a light into it. You sort of see, instead of like walls or just more darkness, there's sort of a speckled black field with a little bit of shining and reflection as the coin flies through the air. Eventually you hear it ting, ting, ting as it hits the ground and comes to a rest somewhere.
I'm just going to not move, stay by the entrance, and try and just study. I'm not trying to go, charge into the darkness by myself, so I will get away from the hole to give more people space as we get down here.
Yeah, point like
I would like to leave
second
Roy
one
Jenkins,
of us will
but-
probably went down, right?
You can go down whatever order you want.
Yeah, it's only an issue for me. So
Elantra goes next, because Elantra's not here, so
Okay.
they can.
So if they
choose.
die, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, magical eyes. I always go for the magical eyes.
Sure. Elantra will descend down. And I think as they come down to where you are, Arik, they sort of I think they're a little bit like mouth half agape, and they just continue walking forward slowly, with a sort of look of wonder on their eyes.
I'm offering downsies, by the way.
Oh, to help people get down the
Yes.
rope?
Yeah.
Yeah, Elantra will have accepted your downsies,
Down.
but
Okay.
doesn't particularly look like they needed it.
Okay.
Elantra like went down and is walking towards the darkness.
Yeah,
I think I'm more trying to save face.
they're
than
walking
anything else.
further in.
Fucking hold the bitch. I said it would be fine, but it would not.
Anyone else following?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, whole gang going down.
Mhm.
None of you are gonna fail a climb check, and if you do, you have a bird to catch you. So, no rolls needed. Everyone makes it through.
Okay, I know.
And you all see a similar thing to what Eric saw, which was this chamber seems darker than it should be. And while there are little reflections where you can see that there's something there, it still appears like the whole place is on almost like a starry background.
Is Elantra still walking the direction of the thing?
I think Elantra has stopped at
Okay.
the end of the passage where it like expands out into the wider chamber.
Hey, Elantra? Are you seeing something that we don't?
They don't answer.
I
Dead man.
I move closer. I touch them. Try to like poke it. Elantra?
They continue gazing around the chamber as you poke their arm. They turn to look at you and then turn back to the chamber.
Here's the thing, Elantra. You're a very eccentric person. If you don't answer me, I don't know if something is wrong or if you're just being you.
They squint their eyes a little bit as they continue to look through the chamber. Give me a sense motive.
Is this on everybody or just him?
Just Yvette, because Yvette's the, as far as I know, the only one that's like gone down there.
Okay.
Like right up to where Elantra is.
Okay, gotcha.
With all right, 15. It's at first you think it was they were just sort of like mesmerized, but the squinting is odd to you. Like, it almost seems like they suddenly are having trouble seeing the space, but nothing that you can tell has changed in terms of like the brightness or anything.
Is it just
like, it's that sort of squint where like someone who really needs glasses but doesn't want to get them or wear them is trying to read a fucking drive-through menu or something. Something a bit far away with writing on it. So they're like squinting and leaning forward a tiny bit.
It's a perfect one. I pictured Elantra in an actual Hyundai Elantra trying
So it's just them. Like none of us are having the same reaction, right?
and very ordinary eyes.
Is any of us having the same reaction?
I mean, he's the only. He has. They have low light vision, correct?
They have low light vision, yes.
Okay. And the light we produced earlier, it doesn't extend to this room.
The Eric threw the coin into the
The coin.
Oh, okay,
this,
okay,
this
okay.
room. So the coin is sitting in the room somewhere. Has anyone else gotten as far forward as Yvette and Elantra? Or is everyone else hanging a little bit further back?
Zell will approach as well.
Okay.
I'm probably like holding
Like-
into. I'm probably like at the after I tap the Elantra, I'm probably holding Elantra on the arm, just like in case they just start moving forward. It's just like it's probably not gonna do much, but it's just like it's just poetic.
Yvette, as you hold their arm, you start to feel a little bit dizzy. Zal, you don't feel any different as you approach the edge of the passage and gaze into the chamber. You just see this sort of starry field with little subtle reflections of the coin's light in what appear to be like crystalline structures. Sort of all about this chamber.
I'm gonna cast light on my breastplate, by the way, just to start
I'm
being
gonna-
a boy.
Pull out the lamp, and just kind of see if I can illuminate the room anymore.
It's magical at this point.
If we need more light, I can do dancing lights.
I don't think it's.
Okay.
I don't think light
As
gonna
y'all-
change anything.
As y'all bombard this room with lights, it does actually clarify things a bit, but it takes a lot of light. It's like the light is being eaten by what you now see to be these little like mineral growths that are all over this part of the chamber, and each one of these has like a shiny surface, like a gloss surface, and they're sort of like fucking classic video game crystal things where they're just like lots of flat edges and stuff. But they are like a deep black with little speckles of white inside of them, which makes, when you have lots of them, which makes it look sort of like a starry night looking into it.
Could this be that Mordry?
Sirius loves this.
Is this what they're after?
Is it just the empty chamber with the things?
Like
You don't see anything else in here. It just seems to be this chamber of stuff. Ivette, at this point, you start to lose, like, you start to almost see double. It starts, like, it's getting a little bit tougher for you to focus on whatever you're looking at. It's much more noticeable when you look at something other than the chamber, like, because it's hard to distinguish forms in there anyways. But, like, if you turn to look at Elantra, for instance, it's difficult to keep your eyes focused.
So, is there any visible, like, is Yvette struggling, like, squinting as well now, or just showing any signs that they're being influenced at this point, physically?
You can give me a sense motive if you want to try and read their face or something.
I'm not letting Elantra go away. I'm still holding it to the arm.
Yeah, you notice Ivette sort of struggling, like with 21. I think you even notice, and with all the light that's in here, little like movements in his eyes that lead you to believe that he's having difficulty focusing on stuff. But he doesn't seem to be, like, his behavior doesn't seem to be being influenced by anything. And I think a few moments after this, Elantra will sort of blink a couple of times and shake their head. Fascinating. Lost focus there for a minute. It was difficult to keep track of where I was. Not just spatially, though.
Is this like a dampener of sorts? Dampener mineral?
Can I still talk?
Did you
Yeah.
think you were somewhere else?
It's like I was everywhere and nowhere. Not quite an out-of-body experience. Very interesting.
Was it being here that triggered you?
I think it started as I was approaching the material, yes. It is inherently magical, that much I can tell you right now.
I'm gonna do a shot in the dark. Not literally shot in the dark.
Ivette pulls out his gun and fires.
I gotta go. Tabata?
I almost spit out my water. There was no response.
I really want to take one of those stones.
Mm-mm.
I mean, if we take it up there and like get a better look at it when we're not like bombarded by it, we can probably get a better look because it's probably disorienting.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely would take a sample.
Yeah, but I'm also afraid of moving too close and just getting like totally hypnotized by it or something.
I'm gonna slowly walk towards it. I mean,
Wait,
if I
wait!
feel
I have
like-
an idea.
Okay.
Wrapped a rope around someone. The rope person goes in, tries to take one piece of the stone. If they stay too much the times there, we pull it.
Seems a reasonable precaution.
Sure, let's do that.
So we have two options. We either send someone that is light to try to get a stone, or we send someone that is strong to try to get a stone, because it might take a little strength to take it out of.
I was gonna say,
the stone.
Yeah.
I will probably be the easiest to overpower with strength right now, so I
Yeah.
will go. If that's what you think of some sort of like mind
Well,
control
like
thing. I will be the volunteer.
we
for it.
need to send someone that is strong enough to mine the stone, but not like heavy enough that the rest of the weak ones that's gonna stay behind gonna pull it.
I mean, I would give
You
it a
have
call.
you have the any tool down here as well, so you can make like a pickaxe or something out of that, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good idea actually. So yeah, we can
Yeah.
just assume we've done that.
Yeah, let's just who wants to go try to mine it?
Might as well send me.
I think it better not be me.
I also think it better not be you.
I'm also like lit.
I bet
So
I should note you are still having trouble focusing.
Oh,
Visually
I will
focusing.
I would probably like take 2 steps back, something.
Okay, you take
Shake
a
my
couple
head.
of steps back, and it begins to clear. Your head gets a little, so some of the fog gets shaken out, and you're no longer seeing double.
Is it weird if I volunteer you, Sirius, to go?
A little bit. Why would you
Because
be volunteering me?
I think you're the middle point between the strongest one that I think it's Zahel, and the
Call me.
lightest one that I think it's me.
He's calling me fat.
No, I thought I call you strong because you are a big boy that one shot a lot of things in my that I saw. Because like you're the middle point, so like you're probably not weak as I am, and you're probably gonna mine it, but you're also not big enough that you cannot pull you.
I'll try it, but if I die, my ghost is haunting you. Specifically you.
It's totally fair.
Okay, so a rope is getting tied around Sirius's
Sirius.
waist.
Oh, Jesus! My PC just went to sleep mode.
All right, and you're heading into the chamber.
Yeah, with the any tool.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a awkward step down from this passage that you all have been standing into the chamber proper, but it's not too dangerous.
Yeah, we are all holding the rope on the other side.
Is it a step down that people will be able to drag me back up?
It's not going to be fun if you are the one being dragged.
But also there's
It's
4 of us.
it's a little jagged and stuff, but there's enough of them they will be able to do it. You think?
Okay, cool.
What is?
All right.
What
so-
is it close? What is it close? How is it?
What is the what?
How is it close? I'm just waiting for Dolph to start narrating shit.
So as you take a few steps, well, actually, I should ask: are you just going to try and grab like the first one you can get at, or are you going to walk into the chamber?
We didn't talk about the plan at full.
Listen, there's no wrong answers here.
I don't think I'm not gonna like try to get to the middle of the chamber or anything. I'm gonna get some of the closest ones that look good.
Okay. So you are, I mean, it's all over the place, this stuff. So you don't have to go far in order to get at some of it. You find a bit and it I mean, it looks good enough. It's a pretty good size, and it's I think more importantly, it's a bit thin at the base, like where this mineral seems to have connected to the stone beneath. So there's less that you have to like get through in order to remove this this particular chunk
Okay.
that you found. As you like reach down and touch it, and get really just closer to the rest of this stuff, you feel like you've sort of shrugged off, not like an assault on your mind or anything, but just like a subtle displacement of your psyche. You feel you have fended off in a way.
Huh.
Give me a strength check, I guess, to try and hack away a piece of this stuff.
Sure.
Okay, it takes a couple of hits, but with each one, you feel progress being made. I'd say after maybe 4 or 5 hits, you're able to snap this hunk of mineral off, probably like football size, American football size.
Okay.
And as you lift it up, you hear a whisper in the back of your mind you've only heard a couple of times before, say in Sylvan, "The Great Sea. I see the Great Sea. Do you not also see it?"
I don't see it. No.
The miasma of the outer sphere, it is here. It's like you're holding it.
I don't understand what that means.
Give me a knowledge
Maybe I
planes
have-
check.
It's from space.
I think you see, or rather you recognize, that what this voice is talking to you about is the astral sea, which is a sort of like the membrane that all of the outer spheres, the planes of the outer sphere sit in. They sort of like float about in it. So it's sort of the space equivalent for those outer planes. These would be the planes that the gods live on.
Okay.
Whereas you're in the inner sphere, which is the material plane, the elemental planes, the plane of order and chaos. So the astral sea is this sort of membrane that the outer planes sit in. So you sort of get what it's talking about, but you still don't really see it. As you look into this mineral, it just looks the same as it always has. It's just this sort of black with little white specks. It certainly looks like it has more depth to it than it should. It's especially obvious now that you have one in your hand. You can't see your hand on the other side of it as you hold it. But apart from this voice in your head, you are completely clear of mind, and have all of your faculties at hand.
Is the voice in my head the one you said it's the one I've been hearing before?
Yeah. It'd be
Okay.
your sword.
Is there any like small pieces of stone that are loose that I can pick up?
You could hack something off, but your previous attempt was pretty clean, and there doesn't seem to be any other stuff that's just sort of like loose hanging about. So if you want to spend a little bit more time down here, you could certainly get something small. If you just wanted to like put a bit in your pocket for later, or you could take a piece off this.
I just want a bit in my pocket for myself to hang on to.
Okay. Then you can just go back in with like one thwack. You can take a little piece off of somewhere else. That's smaller, I don't know, like a C battery size that you can just slip in your pocket if you'd like.
Okay. Sirius is just really intrigued by this, and like from what the sword was saying, so he just wants a piece to study later.
Okay. Also, did you all love that reference? I picked the most common battery.
I
The
literally,
C battery.
since you were talking about like the C or whatever, I was not thinking about the letter C for a second, and I was trying to figure out what you were saying.
I've been pretending I would take notes, but I just been like, oh shit, and I didn't take notes.
Honestly, that's me as a player. I have to like cram all of my note taking in like 2 bursts in the middle of the session when there's a lull or something, because when there's actual stuff happening, I can't. But
I'm gonna carry this piece of rock back.
yeah, you've got a piece in your pocket, and you've got this larger piece in your hand, and you make your way out of the chamber and back up to the rest of the group.
Oh, you did it by yourself. We didn't
Yes,
pull you.
I'm fine.
That's good.
I definitely felt something affect my mind a little bit, but no issue.
See, I knew you had it. I didn't thought you would die at any point.
It's inspirational.
I don't believe you.
I'm being truthful. I had total confidence in you. Should we go up again? Try to.
See, we still gotta find those miners
Yeah, but I don't think they're
alive.
here.
I mean, we can still find their. Well, yeah, not here. We gotta
I
find
even-
them alive or dead.
I even screamed at the void.
Well, they're not here, but we know what's down here at least. So
Yeah, I do have an idea though.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna stand by the thing and ask for upsies from somebody politely.
We'll use the rope that we were.
Oh
just,
yeah, I asked you guys that, and then I realized how silly that question is.
Yeah, there is still that rope that you tied off.
I go, oh, the
You have to get all
rope,
the way out.
and so I just I unabashedly just start using the rope to go up.
It's a failable check if you'd like to roll it.
You know what? I deserve it to fail if I do this. Is it climb, right?
Yeah.
It's fucking.
Can I sort of brace myself to catch him?
Oh my god! I'm
asked
gonna
before the number appeared.
What does a Tengu screaming sound like?
Whatever you want to, buddy.
Just like an angry bird. I was like, ah! As I fall on my ass or whatever that fail is.
I think, fortunately, you run into difficulties early enough on in the process. It's like the initial getting yourself up onto the rope and elevated off the ground part that is proving difficult for you in your big bulky armor. But you're not going to suffer any ill consequences because Sirius is right there to help you. Maybe just a hit to your pride, perhaps.
Just give me upsies. I tried.
What a tragic first adventure for our first I guess second properly heavy armor wearing person. To be the one where we climb a lot.
It is useful to have high AC that it's worth, so I don't mind the upsies. So thank you for upsies. I'll start my best to get through there. Let me know if I need to make any more changes.
No. It's only a couple of feet up. You can make it up after that.
Okay.
Are we all up?
Yeah, eventually you all make it back up to the surface. You can crawl out from underneath the floorboards out to where it's better lit, a little less cramped.
Well,
you have a piece of this crystal, which might be black Mordry.
Yeah, the Mordry thing. Well, the idea is, can I break one smaller piece of the big piece we have?
Yeah. I'd say it's there's a couple of smaller growths that are around the base of it, so you could probably hack one of those off.
I want to get the smaller piece of it and throw into the purple thing.
Interesting. Okay. As you toss it in, there is a pretty vigorous bubbling around it.
I could take a couple steps back.
It's still like a localized bubbling. It's not like the whole tub is boiling over or anything, but the area probably like a foot in radius around where you drop this little thing and is sort of bubbling, and it sits in there for what seems like a long time compared to how quickly the pebble that you threw in dissolved. This seems to be sitting there for a long time, but eventually it does. I mean, it is getting smaller. It's just taking ages, and you notice a bit of a darkening of the area immediately around where it's dissolving as well. It's not like going full black. It's just a little bit darker purple than the rest of it.
I'm sitting down right here for a second.
Is it staying that color?
It seems to be. After the whole thing is dissolved, the bubbling stops and the slime ooze thing returns to the sort of collection of little slants that it is, or it was before. But that little region remains a bit darker.
Is there any way to know if this tub of purple shit was like here with the miners, or was like brought here by the left-hand people?
Does it have a big old left-hand insignia on the side?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, give me a perception check if you want to examine like the tub and stuff.
Notice what I try to stay hydrated, everybody.
Okay, 25. This tub has been here a long time. It seems there's no indications that it was like. First of all, it's not set up on like wheels or anything, so it doesn't look like it's meant to move. And there's no indication that it was like dragged across the wood or anything like that. So the tub was here at the very least.
Okay, so
it's harder to tell if the contents of the tub were here the whole time, but it'd be weird for there to just be a tub here.
Tub, yeah. So it just eliminates the left hand needed this. It probably was something that the miners used to like discard like garbage or something.
Zell's gonna go over and pick up one of the unrefined ores and toss it in the tub.
Yeah.
Okay. As you do that, the stone dissolves away from it, leaving behind just a little amorphous piece of silver.
Yeah. That was my next theory.
Next to the body that is still fully intact, floating at the top of the
It's the miners here. We've been on this fucking nut border for the last 2 hours and it's not even needed.
Is it like an atom bomb if you put like the dark stuff in there?
Yeah, I did put a little piece of it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, because I wanted to see if it was like a catalyzer. But
it dissolved really, really slowly and kind of aggressively, and left behind a little darker patch in it. But otherwise, it didn't seem to do a ton.
That is one mystery solved, guys. The miners are probably still around.
If there was ever a chemist that listened to this, they'd be punching you right now with the safety hazards that we were just doing.
True.
You're supposed to smell it, right?
You put your eyes against it as you throw a rock into there.
You're supposed to stand directly above it and make sure to get as much fumes as possible.
Yeah.
I'm
Smells
pretty sure
good.
that's how chemists do it.
I've had always been a learn by doing. So
Oh yes, no. The first thing you do is taste it.
yeah, it's just
That is definitely the first thing you do.
So
So
it's-
I think at this point I'm gonna call it for today because it's
no.
midnight. We've been going for 4 hours.
Let's go for more. For more.
It sounds like the squad is focusing up on finding these miners. Then